With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge toward, because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is child can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and party life and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, give me a second here to get set up properly. I'm a wee bit fucking all over the place because Phil is not even ready to go yet, essentially himself. He has no live stream even set up ready to go live. There's nothing, there's been no notification, there's no tweets, no nothing. Hope you're all doing well. This is Tuesday the 31st of January 2023. This is the final day of January, which means Phil might ramp up his begging for memberships to try and hit that tier 2 goal. Who knows? But he's also going to be really hyping up the YouTube shorts because starting from tomorrow, they're going to be monetizable. You know, I think they've always been kind of monetizable anyway to a certain degree, but even more so than usual, they're actually going to have genuine advertisements on them, and people that make YouTube shorts will be able to make decent, well, I say a decent amount, more money than before, I think, on them. Which is why Phil's doing his absolute best to try and promote them and show them and all that. But yeah, Phil's not awake apparently, he's not online, he's not left any indication of, like, you know, the stream. Like, there's nothing to go on here. I mean, I keep fucking refreshing this goddamn page, there's nothing to go on. So what the fuck, his Oblivion stream from last night, which he makes all his live streams private about an hour or so after he's finished them. He has not done that yet for last night's Oblivion stream. It is still perfectly fucking available to watch. It's not private, for example. He usually keeps all these fucking things anyway as private fucking streams, so if he needs to fucking do anything with them, he will. But in the case of Oblivion, the thing's still available to fucking view, and it's fuck off with your shitey fucking music. See, it's unlisted. It's unlisted, but because it's on his community page as a link, it is still viewable. So, yeah, it's a weird one. And, how much did Phil actually make last night? $69, so that's not a good night. Phil had a poor fucking day for support yesterday. He barely made over $100 over the 2 fucking streams. So yeah, it's a couple of kind of slow days in a row for Phil. In that regard, what's over $100 in those 2 days? So yeah, no wonder he's fucking slept and he probably drank heavily last night. And a little bit of depression or some pish, who fucking knows? Oh. Shut the fuck up, Phil, with your fucking shite. Anyway, is he not fucking made any links yet or anything? Is he awake? Is it? No, nothing. Nothing seems to be. So, we have no idea what the fuck's going on here. We have no fucking idea. I don't know what to fucking say about it. You type in DSP Gaming, and usually you'd fucking find like an upcoming live stream kind of thing here, but unless it's just his fucking dumbass Oblivion videos waiting to be fucking viewed. And then you go, hey look, it's our fucking thing, hooray, and then secret the top 10 worst DSP Gaming moments. That's got 125,000 views. Bloody hell. Well done, Secret Limited, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, and Phil put out a new YouTube short. I don't know when he put it out, but he went and done the glitch, the kind of invisible enemies kind of glitch. Is Phil late again? He must be late. Phil must be late. It's quite fucking bizarre. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on with him. He's not even tweeted or anything. You know, we can check the tweets and all that shit, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing to go off. We don't know what's happening with Phil. Could I link the unlisted stream so I can give someone an idea of how horrible the music is? Okay. Hold on. Let me copy the linky for you and I will paste it in the chat. So there you go, you want to make someone suffer with Phil's goddamn fucking play-stream music, then there you fucking go. That's what I'm saying, it's on his page because it's unlisted receipt. When Phil makes a live stream private, this is usually how it looks on Phil's community page. This isn't publicly available because he posts them on here to fucking promote them to people. But then when he's fucking finished with it, he will make the thing private so you can't fucking view it usually. He forgot to do that for Oblivion last night, so yeah. I have no idea what to fucking do with Phil. Like, is he even going to fucking make the stream? Is it going to be fucking a podcast? Will there be gameplay today? Has something happened to Phil? Who the fuck knows? He's now live, it seems, apparently. Could have fucking fooled me. Hold on, let me refresh this shit. Yep, that came out of fucking nowhere. So I didn't set this up ahead of time, Phil says. Aye, you should be fucking sorry, pal. What a wanker. What an absolute fucking wanker. Let me fucking go here and get a set up as well for you guys. Fuck me, man. So there you go. In case people are aware that Phil was dead, then nah, he's no fucking dead. He is awake and alive and doing well after all, it seems. He just forgot to set up the stream beforehand. What a dense motherfucker. Anyway, let me just get this all set up for you guys properly and all that. Hold on, need to fucking go here as well. Change this, 2 seconds. There we fucking go, that's pretty much good to go, I think, in that regard. Cool stuff. Yeah, Phil's extremely late, this is unacceptable. Fuck me, man. Fuck knows what the fuck. I mean, this is his job. A reminder once more. I said this several times yesterday when Phil was fucking, discovering all these fucking things about YouTube. And it's like, oh, look at all the things I can find out on this analytics page and all the information YouTube gives you that Phil never bothers his arse to fucking check out and learn from himself to try and make himself a better fucking content creator. I was just doing it, and this is his job. This is his livelihood. He cannot afford to be, fucking taking this so fucking half-heartedly. He really needs to fucking make sure this is his. He needs this. If Phil fucks YouTube up, he has fucked himself.
Now what does the sugar do in the
I always fucking talk about I can just go elsewhere and all that shit. No, fuck you, Phil. If you fuck up on YouTube, you're fucked. It's as simple as that. Anyway, speaking of YouTube, I have a couple of things we can check out while we wait for Phil to properly fucking get set up and sorted. But I'll leave that till after. I went pig good YouTube shorts to see some things that Phil said about him before in the past, before he embraced them so wholeheartedly. But we'll check them out after we sorted out our bingo card for today's show. So what's it going to land on today? It looks like it's going to land on Friend. Good stuff indeed, it'll land on Friend, Fantabitosi. Guys, we need a number in chat. The first number in chat I see, which is between the numbers 1 and 200, which contains the number 8, will be the card I picked for today's bingo shenanigans. It needs to contain the number 8 in it. 98 was one I saw from Gregory Lake, so there we go. Tacozilla and Train had the same fucking number incredibly, but it doesn't matter. Hey, that being said, hope you're doing well, but you're slow in uptake, pal. Gregory Lake's number 98 was the one I used, so the first bingo, well, the 98th bingo card with the word friend in it will be the one I use for today's antics. All good stuff, so bear with me while I fucking scroll down to the 98th bingo card. Seizure warning, I guess, for fucking flickering that fast. There we go. The card on the right hand side is the one we're going to use for today's fun and games. Hey, fucking should have that being said, it's part of the fucking bingo card. So, you know what I mean, Phil burping, him saying friend, content, and him pointing towards the camera. Then him saying that being said, shout out to that being said. Him pointing at text on the screen, him being clown mode, him saying go, and him clearing his throat. Then you got Phil saying honest, him doing defense mode. What is defense mode? It's when Phil fucking tries to justify why he's a piece of shit, basically. Him talking about shorts, I think this is a fucking slam dunk for a centre square today. His chair creaking when he fucking moves left and right all over the fucking place. And him saying life. Life is a fucking bit hit and miss at times for him to say it. It's a bit strange sometimes. The fourth row is Phil saying shock, new games, him discussing food, him messing with his ear, whether he's scratching it or fucking poking in it trying to find his fucking brain, or him saying absolutely. And the final row is Phil doing the prayer hands towards fucking camera, him saying chill, positive, him repeating the same point constantly, and Phil getting at least $15+ in tips during that podcast before recording for gameplay. So that is our bingo card for today's fun and games. I think it's quite a strong card. Do I think it's going to win? I sure bloody hope so, because we're fucking due a victory, I'll tell you that much. So let me save this card very quickly, and then we can remind ourselves of all the things Phil used to say about YouTube Shorts back when he was fucking mocking them before and didn't fucking take them seriously. So, yeah, there we go, that's the card saved, good stuff. Can close that, can close that. So Phil's going to use a little boys' room, and then he's going to finish sitting up. He's sorry for a late start, we have tons to talk about today for your information, we have tons to talk about. Let's actually check his fucking Twitter, he's probably tweeted out already as well. Huge day on stream today. First, it's the last chance that our tier 2 members go, so consider joining or gifted. Tons of game news to talk about on today's level 1 podcast and hype for upcoming stuff. And then we'll continue with Dead Space Remake. So there's the fucking criteria for the fucking bingo today, the fucking podcast even. Like, I'll keep in mind as well, Phil did allude to the idea of him fucking making his chat listen to him go through Amazon and try and pick things for the Super Bowl event. So, you got that to look forward to, guys. Fucking hooray. Anyway, let's just embrace Phil's previous hatred of YouTube Shorts, shall we? Let's see what he said back in November of 2021 while he was playing GTA San Andreas, the Definitive Edition. Oh, I've got it on freaking mute. I tell if I don't have that on mute. Let's try that one more time without it being on fucking mute.
Drop what you're doing. I can't imagine what you're doing. You know YouTube Shorts? Fuck YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are stupid shit. That's called, once again, YouTube is late to the punch for everything.
Oh, beautiful. This is so wonderful to Phil. Phil, of all people, saying people, oh my fucking god, of all fucking people to fucking say that shit. Phil Burnell saying that. So there you go. Phil's previous thoughts and feelings on YouTube Shorts was basically that. Oh, I actually had more. Hold on. There's more to it.
Fuck YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are stupid shit.
Yes.
That's called, once again, YouTube is late to the punch for everything.
Yes.
TikTok exploded on popularity, so now YouTube wants to chase their popularity by doing YouTube Shorts and pretend it's TikTok. You're not TikTok, all right? YouTube is not a television station. YouTube is not an app where you put 30-second dancing videos. YouTube is not a... what was the other thing they were trying to do that they were trying to copy everyone? YouTube is YouTube. It's your own entity. Stick with what you're strong with and stick with what people want on your site. Stop trying to be everyone else and be yourself. This is the problem with YouTube.
That's terrible fucking advice in general. How dare companies try and fucking innovate? How dare they fucking try and evolve and grow? No. If you're doing one thing, according to Phil Burnell, you might as well just stick to that one fucking thing. And don't you dare try and be better. Don't you dare try and fucking evolve and try and grow and all that shit. Fuck that shit. That's Phil Burnell's advice. Don't try and be better. Don't try and just, improve. Don't, fuck that. If you do one thing well, stick to it and don't try and do anything else. That's Phil Burnell's genius advice for life and business, essentially. Guy doesn't know a fucking clue what he's talking about, Jesus Christ. And of course, Phil has got to fucking... I just noticed this CJ has a dollar chain. Of course, Phil is going to have a fucking chain with a dollar in it. Why wouldn't Phil fucking want that for his fucking character? Jesus Christ, man. And it's just... It blows my mind. Anyway, Phil Burnell, as usual, talking his arse. Let's see, what else did he say about YouTube Shorts? Here we have from the 27th of November, from 2021. Loads of bastards, come on.
YouTube Shorts, where they're trying to copy TikTok and shit like that. You will never be TikTok. All right, dear YouTube, you'll never be TikTok. You'll never be Twitch. You'll never be a television station or broadcasting company. You'll never be all the things that you want to do because you jump on the bandwagons late. Seriously, you always jump on late, and when you jump on late, you're the second fiddle, you're the late adopter. Everyone already has established places and things to do this stuff, okay? You could try to copy, but you're never going to have that kind of attention or popularity for those things, just being honest. You are the world's biggest video sharing site. All right. The one thing that I feel YouTube can actually compete with is live streaming. And the reason I say that is because Twitch has had a lot of problems in the last year, a lot of negative press, and they made a lot of bad choices and mistakes, in my opinion. You could disagree. I think that Twitch in the last year, 2021, was one of Twitch's worst years in history. That they just constantly made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake.
And of course, Phil's not saying that at all because he got fucking shit canned and got departnered with Twitch during 2021. No. Phil's own personal feelings about his fucking treatment by Twitch towards himself have nothing to do with that opinion whatsoever. Aye, fucking right, Phil.
And instead of saying, oh, we're sorry, we'll fix the mistakes, they just kind of ignored them and brushed them under the rug and pretended like they didn't exist. Like they didn't want to admit that they did anything wrong. They didn't want to take responsibility for it. They were just like, oh, whatever, we know what you're talking about.
Kind of like how you fucking threatened to ban somebody for not fucking giving you money. You fucking just pretended it didn't happen by editing your fucking video. You cut it out from the fucking uploaded video from before. And you can't even fucking tell people, it's like, oh, why are always detractors saying you fucking threatened somebody? And you can't even fucking say otherwise, or prove otherwise, because you fucking hid the evidence from your own goddamn detonheads. Of course, that evidence is available through other sources like Aquatino and other detractor channels like Raw DSP Archive as well, and Dark Days Murder and all that stuff. Even Piece of Peace has a fucking original footage from before. Anyway, Wayne Bai says, have I seen his video from last night talking about PayPal taking 40p from every £1 tip it gets? Yeah, I did see that. A lot of people saw that. I've Profit earlier on talked to me about it. Piece of Peace as well tweeted about it, and both of them said that same damn thing. Phil was a lying piece of shit. Because Phil is misrepresenting the figures in terms of what he's actually receiving for $1. So, shockingly, I know, you guys are going to be fucking stunned to hear this, Phil was lying about what he gets from Twitch and the kind of cut that PayPal take. Yeah, there you go. I know it'll stun a lot of you, but that is what happened here. But yeah, Piece of Peace tweeted earlier on, but actually, can we see, where is what the fuck is on Keem? What the Jesus Christ, man. Where the fuck retweeted Queemstar? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Where's Peace? It's probably easier just to fucking type his fucking name up here. Peace. Get your ass here, boy. There we go. So, Peace said, I was going to debunk flat fee lie, but then he realised he already did that 3 months ago. And 3 months ago, DSP receives a significantly better fee structure on PayPal.me compared to Stream Elements. It is now 2.99% only. So he absolutely should stop rounding his tips down moving forward, as he has no longer justification to do so. There you go. Anyway, Phil's blaring away in chat. He actually might start very soon, so I really should make sure I'm fucking properly set up. Oops. So, 2 seconds. Just let me get the bingo card on screen for you guys. There we go. It should be good now. And yeah, I feel quite confident in this doing well. Hopefully, we are due a goddamn full house, you know. It's been too long since I gave one of you guys some money for watching DSP say and do stupid shit. So, fingers crossed we can get a full house today from this. And as Phil says there, he's going to begin once this, you know, his song ends. The music you're hearing is not the fucking music that Phil has on his stream. I am playing Meerkat's excellent music. And this tune's a banger. I actually might just turn it up a wee bit just until Phil... What the fuck is this art? What the hell? Is this brand new? Is this brand new? This... I've never seen this before in my goddamn life. What in the absolute Jesus... What the fuck? What in the hell is this? What? What?
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
I'm... Jesus Christ.
It's going to be acidity from tomato
What the fuck?
and then spice.
I'm stunned. I have no fucking words. I have no goddamn fucking words. That's me. I don't know. I'm just fucking stunned. I'll leave it at fucking that. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ, man. Right, Phil's beginning the fucking show right now. Thank fuck for it. Jesus Christ, man. Guys, you all know the job now. If Phil snorts 25 times, that's a free space. If he burps 10 times, that's also a free space. If he does these fucking things like, 20 burps or 50 snorts, that's also another free space. So basically, if Phil doubles up on the snorts or burps, it's an additional free space. If he gets 100 likes on his podcast and blows bubbles before recording for gameplay, that is also a free space for you guys. And also this stream, if this stream gets 100 likes, that is also a free space. So plenty of ways for us to get free spaces for the bingo card, and hopefully, it'd be nice to not have to rely on the free spaces, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, hopefully it will be enough to get us there. It'd be nice to get 25 out of 25, so one of you guys can win a prize for watching Phil be a dumb piece of shit. And remember to tag me in chat as well, guys, in case I miss anything on the card, tag me in chat, just in case I miss things. I don't try and miss things, but I do sometimes because I'm a dumb piece of shit. It is what it is. I'm a moron sometimes, I just miss these things. So hopefully we can work together here and keep an eye on things that Phil says and does to keep an eye on his bingo card. And if we get a full 25 out of 25, one of you guys can be 25 quid richer. So good luck, guys. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we are busy having fun down here on Level 1. Today is Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. Today is a big day, a huge day, a momentous day. Why? There's a lot going on today. First of all, it's the final day of the month. That means it's the final day for this particular set of decorations behind me. Tomorrow, things will be refreshed for the new month. That also means that we have some special stuff to talk about today. First of all, lots of game news going on right now that I'd like to discuss on the podcast, so that'll be interesting. We also have other things just kind of falling in line and coming together all at once. I'm very busy. Let's put it that way. I'm busy. Things going on around here behind the scenes and everything. Today on the show, one thing that I'd like to talk about if we have time is planning for this upcoming Super Bowl event. Yesterday, we had an early discussion about what kinds of stuff we could possibly do to get, props and stuff for the event. Well, you guys came up with some really good ideas. And if we have time today, maybe we'll jump on Amazon and order a few of those things. So we have some nice things on the way for the Super Bowl event. But in addition to that, man, a lot of stuff going on. In fact, I have a major update in regards to YouTube Shorts that I think you're going to like. It's literally the opposite.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. It says, hold this drunk down and shave him. Good lord. Yeah, you can tell. I don't know. This motherfucker slept in today for sure. Without a shadow of doubt in my goddamn mind, he fucking slept the fuck in. And considering he starts work at 10:45 AM technically. What the hell is wrong with Phil? He stayed up fucking late doing what? Drinking his fucking sorrows away? He had a couple of fucking slow days on stream where he only got just over $100 per fucking day in tips. And so he's a wee depressed boy and fucking felt sorry for himself and fucking drank himself to a fucking drunken sleep. Fuck knows, man.
Your update in regards to YouTube Shorts that I think you're going to like. It's literally the opposite update of what I had to tell you from yesterday. Yeah, it's actually incredibly good news, and we'll cover that in a little bit too. Also, I have an update in regards to that thing that I was alluding to, that thing that I was referencing, the thing that I was talking about, saying that there was new stuff coming this year. I actually have a concrete update for you on that, which is good. So we got a lot to talk about today. We do. In addition, today is the continuation of Dead Space Remake, which I know everyone has been enjoying. It's been the hot new release of the week. I know you guys want to see more of it. I want to play more of it. And in addition to all of that, this is now an extended streaming week where I'm here an extra day tomorrow, which means we should have enough time to likely wrap up the Dead Space Remake and then start a new game, which we've already talked about is going to be Hi-Fi Rush. So there's a lot going on, going on. It's way more busy than I expected it to be around this time of year, that's for sure. Obviously, I'm excited. This is all positive, good stuff, right? Like, literally, not one thing I just mentioned is a negative. This is really good stuff. So, I guess we should start, shall we? We have so much to talk about. Before we get into any of that, today is the absolute last day of the month. No kidding. But that means it's the last chance for us to hit our stretch members goal of 525 members. Do we have to hit it? No. Is it the end of the world if we don't hit it? No. Am I doing a bad job of selling, hitting that today? Yes. I just wanted you guys to understand the realism of the situation. We already hit the tier 1 members goal. That's tremendous. Thank you so much for that support. Really, I really appreciate that. And because we already hit that goal, that means that, you know, we're going to have our Super Bowl event coming up, and I'm very excited for that, okay? However, yeah, this month traditionally is the slowest month of the year on YouTube. It was. Like, I saw my revenue dip like this on YouTube because they just don't have many ads to run, which is really stupid, I know. Do you want to know the truth? I think they've been saving up the ads for shorts. As I said to you guys all month here, February 1st, tomorrow, YouTube launches their new ad campaign on YouTube Shorts, where they're going to run ads between shorts, and I think that they're kind of banking on this to be big bucks for them. So I think what they kind of did is even held back on ad campaigns and things, and they're probably going to start tomorrow with the YouTube Shorts. So it's been a very slow month on YouTube when it comes to behind-the-scenes kind of revenue. You know what I'm saying? Ad revenue and the like. So we hit the tier 1 members goal. That was great. If we happen to hit this today, this would help a lot more. This would help to make up for the fact that it's one of the slowest months. Well, it is the slowest month all year on YouTube. So please consider becoming a member. Please consider renewing a membership if you had one and it lapsed, or possibly consider gifting a membership today. All right? In fact, to make it even more tantalizing, since it is the final day to hit the goal,
Here we go.
I have decided to lower the goal
Oh, Phil, I thought you
to
could
only
do that.
500 members.
I thought that wasn't possible, Phil. I thought you weren't able to fucking do it. I thought that was counterproductive to the whole fucking point of you having a goal. That was me. I can have sworn Phil said before that the whole point of having a fucking goal is for him to get enough fucking support in order to be able to fucking do what he fucking does. Lowering the goal does not help him. This is incredible fucking desperation from Phil. Now he's only 34 members away. He's only 34 generous fucking souls away from fucking doing his goal. Yeah, that being said, whoa, where did the goalposts go? They were here a second ago. Jesus Christ, yeah, it's unbelievable, Phil. Phil, for fuck's sake. Why didn't you lower it to like 475? That's quite reasonable. You're still demanding 34 fucking members. It's $4 a membership. So it's like, you just fuck off. Your greed's fucking showing, Phil.
Because I can do that because it doesn't matter. It's just an arbitrary number.
It doesn't matter. Why the fuck should anyone bother their arse then? Why the fuck should anyone care about fucking giving you a membership if you say it doesn't fucking matter? It's just an arbitrary fucking number. Remember, next time he's fucking begging for memberships, remember it doesn't fucking matter because it's a fucking arbitrary number. Just remember that next time he fucking begs for fucking memberships, which is like every single day practically.
Doesn't mean anything. Okay? So we hit 500 members by the end of today. We are locking into a special reward event. What is that event? I will do a react event in February where I will react to one of the 3 newest documentaries from June the King, the online documentarian with a YouTube channel. 3 documentaries I'm most interested in reacting to: Pro Jared, Toby Turner, Channel Awesome. I think all 3 of those documentaries would be absolutely amazing to watch and react to. I have a vested interest in all 3. I've had interactions with and or some kind of involvement with all 3 of those people and or groups over the years. So I think it would be a great thing to do. All right? So please consider becoming a member or gifting a membership today to make that happen. It would be amazing if by the end of today there could be a rallying and we hit it and we're like, wow. So now not only do we have a Super Bowl event to look forward to in February, but by the end of the month we're going to do a special React event as well. That would be awesome, no? I'd be very excited for that. So let's see what happens. All right? And thanks in advance. All right? Now I've already mentioned that. I'm not going to mention it again until maybe the very end of the podcast, and then probably when we start gaming. I don't want to be harping on it all day. Okay? Cool. All right. First of all, let's talk about the schedule. What you guys can expect this coming week. So today, it's the continuation of Dead Space Remake, which I'm excited for. We're currently in Chapter 6. The game has been great so far, except for the game bugs that we ran into last time. Game crippling bugs where enemies were invisible, I couldn't hit them properly or kill them. When I did kill them, they vanished from the game. Loot that was coming out of lockers and or enemies would vanish instantly and get sucked into some alternate dimension, and basically made it progress impossible. So I had to reload a save and lose about 20 to 25 minutes of progress in order to get the game going again. That was pretty bad. admittedly, that was a pretty bad bug, the likes of which I've never really seen in a modern game. So that says something about the remake, that maybe it's not as polished as people are saying. And I find it kind of funny, because I ran into that bug relatively easily, but no reviewers mentioned it. Interesting. In fact, no reviewers seemed to mention any bugs at all. Even though the more I play, the more I keep running into these bugs.
What are you alluding to here, Phil? What are you fucking trying to insinuate? You're trying to insinuate that all these fucking game reviewers are masking the fact that the fucking game has so many bugs in it? It could just be a hell of a fucking coincidence, for fuck's sake. We've all encountered game bugs in our fucking life. It doesn't mean... as long as it's not a fucking game-breaking goddamn bug or whatever. Like, easy example off the top of my fucking head, you know, like, who all remembers playing GTA San Andreas, the original fucking version, and being told the one simple thing: you cannot save your game at Mad Dog's Mansion, otherwise it's going to fucking glitch out the game for you. Who remembers that shit? Hey, welcome to the stream, Prophet. You just got here. What's been going on? Phil was kind of late, kind of, as usual. We forgot to set up a stream, as usual. And then he's basically talking about how he wants fucking members. He lowered the members goal.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. It says $136 for those memberships. Step it up, emo. Precisely. Pretty fucking precisely. It's bizarre to me, it really is. Also, Heather was thinking that Toby Turner or Tobuscus might have died. I generally think Heather's confusing Tobuscus for Total Biscuit, because also the names are a wee bit similar. Total Biscuit did pass away. He was a British YouTuber, and he did actually have comments about Phil back in the day, but he passed away through illness. So yeah, I have a feeling Heather might be confusing Total Biscuit for Toby Turner, you know, Tobuscus. That's my thoughts anyway on why Heather's confused with that. But yeah, this is my take on it anyway, because Heather's trying to fucking work out who she's thinking of, and I think I could be it, personally. They both have had run-ins with DSP technically in some capacity, you know, whatever, as a passing comment or something. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, the point I'm making about the game-breaking bugs, whatever, obviously, if you play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the original version, you're told don't save it Mad Dog's Mansion because I think it broke like basketball or some shit. I don't think it was a massively game-breaking bug, but at the same time it did sort of fucking fuck your game a wee bit. Now, did that ruin the entire game? Fuck no. San Andreas is a fucking great game to play. The original fucking San Andreas game, fantastic game to enjoy. It's one of those games you can easily probably enjoy replaying the game over and over again, essentially, and completing the story again, because it's such a fucking rich, detailed game as well. It's amazing how much that game pushed the fucking limits of that console. It's a PlayStation 2 game, for fuck's sake, and it really pushed the limits of that fucking console, and obviously the Xbox as well. But you get what I'm fucking saying though? It's just one of those things where because game glitches, game bugs don't mean it ruins the fucking game. Phil's trying to insinuate here that this fucking remake has got some bugs in it and no one's talking about it, so it's fucking ruining it for me. Fuck off, Phil. You found a couple of bugs, big fucking deal. You fixed them. You got them in the fucking game. Big fucking deal.
There was another bug where there was a head that has tentacles coming out of it. It's one of the enemies that's more elusive to hit because it's very fast and it kind of hangs on the walls and jumps at you. And I killed it near an elevator and it fused into the wall of an elevator and glitched into it. And the game kept playing enemy music as if there was an enemy to kill when it was definitely not alive. It was just kind of screwed up. Yeah. Now, I've heard that they did patch Dead Space Remake, but only on PS5 and I guess maybe PC. For some reason, the patch didn't hit Xbox because my Xbox is connected to the internet. It auto-updates, and I don't think it did anything. So we may just have to keep putting up with this. I hope the bugs don't continue today, all right? We're in Chapter 6. The game has 13 chapters. However, once you get to the end of the game, the chapters do start to get a little bit shorter. So I'm assuming probably two more sessions and we're gonna beat it. And the good news is, because this is an extended streaming week, it's looking like we're gonna beat it this week. Okay, so today, Dead Space Remake on the main stream, making progress, Chapter 6 and beyond. We're actually in hydroponics, which is actually a pretty cool part of the game. New enemies are introduced. There's a very loud bird outside. It's actually making Jasper wonder what's going on. Hey, quiet down out there. Hey,
shut up, bitch!
shh.
Shut the fuck up!
Silencio, por favor. Trying to do a podcast in here.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
think it worked.
Shut your
I
hole.
prefer to shut up. Okay. So anyway. Anyway. Yelling at nature. Oh, hey. Anyway. We'll see how far we get today. It's an exciting part of the game for sure. I know there's some good stuff coming up, so I hope that you will stick around and join me. I think the Leviathan boss is coming up, which was very interesting in the original game. I'm curious what they've done with it in this remake. So, that's good for today's main stream. Tonight, more Warzone. And if you were here for the last Warzone stream, it was an exciting one. Literally all night, I failed, and then in the very last run, I got top 10. All right? Now, we have done a variation on what I used to do. I used to call them bounties. Now
Of course he fucking talks about it now and not yesterday. I was wrong to include it as a sentence square for fucking yesterday. Because obviously Warzone wasn't getting played that fucking day. Of course he brings it up today. So let's see what Phil's going to say about it. Here we go. Phil, I guarantee he's going to fucking mention detractors and trolls as well and reporting. Here we fucking go.
10. All right. Now, we have done a variation on what I used to do. I used to call them bounties. Now I'm calling them challenges. To avoid idiotic trolls trying to mass report me, saying I violate terms of service on YouTube when I never have. We changed up the way that we're doing it. It's fine. It's still exactly the same. It's just, you know, a little different in the way that we talk about it. So that way they can't say that I'm trying to say or do something that I'm not doing. But it worked fine last time around. I'm excited for more Warzone tonight. I hope you guys will join me for more Battle Royale on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. So today is all action. Survival horror in the first segment, and then some fun Battle Royale on the late shift. Okay?
For trying to claim he's done nothing wrong, he's really doing his best to cover his tracks, isn't he? It's kind of strange. If Phil's doing nothing wrong, why would he feel a need to, to fucking change the fucking language of things that he says? And no, Phil, you fucked up. You know you fucked up. Hell, you fucking edited one of your goddamn videos to remove said fuck up. And it's out there for all to fucking see, because we fucking, us detractors, us evil, mentally ill fucking motherfuckers, we all fucking chronicle this fucking shit. Anything you try and hide this fucking evidence, we provide it to the fucking world to see how much of a piece of shit you are to your goddamn audience. And Phil doesn't like that. Phil doesn't like it when the real Phil Burnell fucking shows up on his own content and he tries to fucking mask that from everyone else. Warzone has brought out the absolute worst in Phil Burnell. This is one of the worst things. He would have been better off fucking playing Disney Princess fucking Dreamlight Valley, whatever fucking pishak things are called. At least then it would have been far less likely to fuck up playing that game with the things he says and does.
Tomorrow, I'm here. Originally, I wasn't going to be here, but now I'm here. So, tomorrow will be the conclusion, likely, of Dead Space Remake on the first stream. Okay? And you might say, well, 6 more hours, but you're about halfway through. But I heard that the game's only like 10 hours long. Well, the thing is, this version has side content. And I am going to try to actively do the side content in the game that we're coming up against. So it might be a little bit longer than, say, a standard playthrough of original Dead Space. Okay.
We have our first bingo in the game because Phil said content, so fucking hurry for that.
Okay, so that's why maybe, 2 full streams. If we don't beat it, we don't beat it, that's fine. If we beat it early, then I'll maybe take the time to do a little video where I talk about what I thought about the Dead Space remake compared with Callisto Protocol. So let's see what happens tomorrow, how long it takes to beat it, and we'll go by there and kind of judge on the fly. All right? Tomorrow night, on the late stream, it's the premiere of Hi-Fi Rush, the game that came out a week ago, well, just about a week ago on Game Pass. It was just dropped out of the sky, literally no promotion, no hype, and people started playing it at face value, and they love it. Now, of course, review outlets start reviewing it and saying, oh, it's amazing. Yeah, because you didn't get early copies, right? You didn't slam it. It's just ridiculous that basically we had a situation where a game dropped out of nowhere, and literally what I explained should happen in the gaming industry happened. Everyone played it together, and at face value judged it fairly, instead of having a bunch of fucking idiots with agendas either praising it or slamming it, and now everyone has to follow suit or else they look stupid. So, the game's apparently really good. I'm excited to try it out tomorrow night, and I hope you'll join me for that, okay? Now, I'm off on Thursday, and then what we're going to do for the next week is we're going to balance my ongoing chill playthroughs of One Piece Odyssey and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion with a little bit more Warzone and the continuation of Hi-Fi Rush. Now, we have one other question that needs to be answered. Once I beat Dead Space Remake today, would you guys enjoy seeing me do a turbo mode second run. And what I mean by that is, obviously, if I've beaten the game once, I don't need to see all the story elements again. I'm not going to be picking up every log or anything like that. All I'm going to be trying to do is do a second run at the game, New Game Plus, hard difficulty, and try to turbo through it, beat it as fast as I can to see a secret ending. Because apparently there is a secret ending if you play through the game a second time. And I'd like to see it, but at the same time, I don't want to spend another 12, 13 hours on this playthrough. Maybe we could actually turbo through it because I know what I'm doing, and it'll be New Game Plus, so I'll have everything upgraded already. Maybe I'll be able to just kind of rush through it and beat it within a few streams. Maybe 2-3 streams tops, right? So that's up to you. Let's see. Please let me know, because that's going to determine what we do next, right? It really will. What I'm thinking is Friday for the main stream. We'll see if we like Hi-Fi Rush. If we like it, maybe we'll do it again as the main stream on Friday. And then Friday night, we'll do like Warzone. And then Saturday, if you guys want to see Dead Space Remake continue, we'll do it. If not, we'll just do a chill day of RPG stuff. Okay? So let's see what you guys want. All right? People are saying, now look at this. People are saying names are colored. Are they? Did you guys notice a distinct difference in YouTube chat? You're saying names are now colored? Is that true? I don't see that. I see the same, but then again, keep in mind I'm using the pop-out version. Yeah, I'm using the pop-out version of YouTube. Hold on.
I mean, I don't know. I got no idea what they're talking about as well, because it looks the same to me. It looks like nothing strange. This looks how it always has looked to me. So I'm kind of in Phil's boat here. I don't see anything different, but I don't know. Train says, yeah, mine are. I think it's due to my ad block. I've got ad block as well, though. I have ad block enabled as well, because fuck ads. You know, I don't give any money to anyone that fucking runs ads on their fucking content, whether it's friend or foe. I'm a piece of shit to everyone. But I don't know. I don't know. Fuck knows. I don't know.
I'm on mobile and everything is the same for me. What it is, you know what might be happening is they're doing a push, an update, and it's slowly going to hit everyone. Looks normal to you, Darziak, not on mobile. Mobile looks the same, says Butters. Members and mods look different. They look the same to me, but again, I'm not disputing it. We've seen this before where when YouTube pushes an update, it only affects certain people, and then other people get it slowly. Members are green, non-members are gray. It's always been like that. Okay, Swaggins is saying he sent me a screenshot. Let me take a look at this. Interesting. This must be what they're going to change everything to, huh? Oh my!
Hold on a second. How did Swaggins send you a screenshot so fast and effectively? Do you two have your own private means of communication there that you're fucking hidden from everyone? Is it a potential hidden mod Discord that we all know about? He sent me a screenshot, checks phone immediately. Fuck off.
That's very different. So, Scary Fairy is yellow, Lofty Pixels Baldo is like a sky blue, Elder Gamer's red, Swaggins is blue for moderator. There's like a green for members. Yeah, there's different colors. Now, Swaggins, what version are you on? How are you watching the stream right now? Are you on your phone? Are you on, like, what are you using right now? I'm curious. Because maybe they're pushing different levels of update.
Well, fuck it. Anyway, I think I've been sent it by Train. Yeah, Train sent me so let's see it. This is what Train sees in this chat. Yeah, look at all those. It's like a goddamn rainbow. There's so many beautiful colours there. Fucking wow. How lovely is that? There we go. That does look a bit better. I like that. I wonder why. I wonder if it's going to get fucking pushed out for everyone, whether you got ad block or not. I've got this wee ad block up here. U-block Origin is what I'm on. This wee symbol up here is a U-block Origin. And yeah, I just block all the ads because fuck ads. But yeah, I quite like the look. I think it looks good. Anyway, here's a sign of that Train. I appreciate it.
That's interesting. Well, you know, here we are again. YouTube is trying to catch up with Twitch. It's exactly what it is. You turned on your stream on the laptop, so this is the desktop version of the site. Interesting. Let me check something then. Because if I go to...
Nah, fuck off, Phil.
The
1.25
main
speed.
page of DSP Gaming, I click on home. Here it says, here's the stream. And if I just open this up in a window as a normal stream, I'll mute it so I'm not... No, it looks the same to me. It looks the same to me.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. So, is this not showing the new layout for people that have ad block? I'm kind of curious how some people are seeing this and some people aren't. Is it just some sort of kind of stalled rollout for some people, not all people? I'm trying to understand the metric. I don't even know. I got fucking no idea.
Huh. Yet Swaggin sees it. See what I mean about YouTube is so weird.
So I was just trying to wonder, I was like, is Phil using ad block without telling anyone? Because he denied that shit for years.
The way they do updates makes no sense. How is it that some people are seeing this update and others can't see it? I mean, Swaggins is not making it up. He screenshotted it for me. And R says, yes, it has changed for me. But then Lanuli says, no, I'm on my laptop. It looks the same. I'm on my laptop and it looks the same. What the freak is going on? Look at that. Lanuli says, yeah, same for me. When they did changes like removing dislikes and the same, it took days for it to take effect for me. What on earth? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we're going to see the change. What it might be is you might be able to pick your name color. The way it used to work on Twitch, just so everyone knows, for those of you who maybe weren't around with me when I used to be streaming on Twitch, you could pick a name color, and there would be several different colors. You could do purple, blue, red, green, yellow, orange. Like there was like 10 colors you could pick for your name. So that way you're not just either gray or green or blue. There was a bunch of colors available in the chat. And by the way, I liked that too. I thought that was always nice to be able to see a variety of colors in the chat. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'd be down for that if that's what they're going for here on YouTube. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah? Clay JT says, last night I was in a live stream on mobile. Chatters were spamming new emojis like a heart type, and that heart would then pop up from the chat onto the whole screen and animate and then disappear after a second. They do that on Twitch too, right? So what you're saying is they're really implementing a lot of new stuff. Huh. I wonder how that works. Yeah, exactly. Someone says, is it region only? It might be. Maybe these new updates are region only. It could be, because I don't see it yet. Right. I guess we'll find out. Well, anyway, if anything, sounds like new changes are coming to YouTube streaming. That would be great. Hey, any improvements are welcome improvements. YouTube streaming almost never gets any improvements or anything. Okay? All right. Anyway, let's continue. We got distracted here. So, this weekend schedule is up in the air. The way I see it, we need to determine if you guys want to see me do a second, almost speed run hard mode of Dead Space Remake. If you would like for me to do that, I would love to do that. And then that'll be day streams alternated with, say, One Piece, and the night streams will be Warzone and some Oblivion, and also some Hi-Fi Rush, and we'll kind of alternate between all these games next week. The next new game coming out is Harry Potter, well, not Harry Potter, excuse me, Hogwarts Legacy, which will be next Friday. So it'll give us some time to focus in on that stuff. But if you guys don't want to see the second hard run in Dead Space, that's okay. Then we can just focus on Hi-Fi Rush instead. I'm okay with that. So you guys let me know what you want over the course of the next week. You know, give me your advice and your input, and we'll determine by, say, Friday, Saturday, what we're going to do. Fair enough? Okay. Broseph says, any chance for GoldenEye? I don't know if you've heard this, but now that people have finally had a chance to play GoldenEye, it's horrible. This port of GoldenEye is insanely bad. It's actually full of bugs and glitches, and the game developer actually came out on public on Twitter and actually said to everyone, they publicly apologized that it's so bad that they were basically doing what they were allowed to do in the constraints that they were given. It's really bad. People have all these videos now. They're just playing the game. Enemies walk into a wall and fuse into the wall, and they're stuck like this. They're like, and the physics are terrible. Everything's terrible. It's like a seriously bad port. So everyone's like basically slamming it. So I think, honestly, do I really want to bother with this? I know it's free, but do I really want to bother with this when the thing's just going to be a fucking terrible situation? This is not from reviewers outright. This is people online. What are you talking about? This is people online literally sharing video footage saying this is an insanely bad port. Look at all this junk. Right? Swaggy says, I heard the new SpongeBob game is pretty good, but not blow your socks off good. Yeah, for what I'm hearing, it's not a bad game. It's on the shorter side. It's not a bad game, but it's definitely a game that doesn't live up to the hype and expectations of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's kind of like a modern team took a shot at making a sequel, but it's not as good as the original. So if you want a little homage to the original, great, but you're not going to get that kind of, you know, oh my god, it's such a full-fledged amazing sequel, anything like that, right?
Am I the only one that's extremely distracted by Phil's fucking liver spots right here in his fucking forehead? I cannot stop fucking staring at these two fucking liver spots, specifically on his goddamn forehead. It's fucking driving me mad. Just saying, it's like, it's almost hypnotic. Also, that's another fucking snort to add, so I was expecting more snorts from Phil because I just woke up, but yeah, it's a bit of a slow grind. But yeah, I'm extremely distracted with the fucking liver spots and his fucking chrome dome. With his fucking receding hairline, with his fucking busted ass hairline. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway.
Okay. So anyway, let's see what happens over the week. Will we beat Dead Space today and tomorrow? Maybe, maybe not. If we do, great. Then we got to make the decision, are we going to do a New Game Plus run or not? This will determine the focus of my next streaming week. Okay? Cool. All right. So there you go. Now, as I already said, we got Hogwarts Legacy coming up on the 10th. We've also got my Super Bowl event coming up on the 11th. We will work and talk about that in just a little bit here. Okay? We might even do some live browsing and possibly shopping on Amazon for that Super Bowl event if we have time. But we have a lot to talk about on the podcast today. All right. So all that's that. Now, I have a major and positive update for all of you regarding YouTube Shorts. If you remember yesterday on the show, we had a big segment where I had explained to you guys I had released a YouTube short of Oblivion on Saturday night? No, Sunday night. And then by Monday morning, it had barely any views. Like it didn't even have after 12 plus hours. This YouTube short didn't even have 1,000 views. And basically was not doing very well. But what was weird was that it had a lot of likes and it had comments, so the people who were watching it liked it, but it just wasn't getting reach for some reason, okay? And we talked about it yesterday, and the feedback you guys gave me was basically that if I'm going to upload a YouTube short, I should always upload it right before a stream or segment of that game that I'm going to play. So for example, if I was going to do an Elder Scrolls YouTube short, I should upload the short, then go live with my Elder Scrolls stream. Because then people will watch the short and go right into the stream, or maybe watching the stream and then see the related short, and it kind of goes hand in hand. It ties in. The way I'd uploaded this short was that
money, oh, money, yeah, money, money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to 2 new subscribers. We have 54915 and Steve. Thank you very much, fucking Steve, for subscribing to the channel as well. Also, thank you very much, Train, for reminding me that Burp was on the card. I actually had it, I ticked it off. I added one to the Burp counter, but I completely forgot it was actually on the card. And that's another bingo because, you know, fucking very aligned in a way. So there you go. Thank you very much, Train, for keeping me right in the card. The card's doing very well so far, guys. You can see there's a lot of green on this card, but hopefully we can get a few more things ticked off as we go on. And fingers crossed we can get a full 25 out of 25 today.
maybe watching the stream and then see the related short, and it kind of goes hand in hand. It ties in. The way I'd uploaded this short was that I had done an Elder Scrolls stream. Well, excuse me, I'd actually done a late night, was it a, no, it was a Warzone stream. And then when I went offline from Warzone, I had uploaded the Warzone footage, the daily wrap, and then the YouTube short. And what ended up happening was I think the short just kind of got lost in the shuffle of everything. And therefore, people didn't watch it. And that was upsetting because I thought the short was really good. And I was upset because I was like, man, here's one that, you know, I think people would really like if they saw it. For some reason, there was no visibility on it, right? So you guys gave me some new advice. You said, hey, either upload right before your first stream or upload right before your late stream, okay? So I took your advice, and I had a Dead Space remake short from a couple days ago. It was the bugs that we had encountered in the game, and it's a good short of that. And I said, I'm going to upload that and schedule it to go live at 10 a.m. today. Let's see what happens if it goes live at 10 a.m., and then I go live with my stream at 10:45, okay? So allow me to give you the live results of doing that. You ready? So remember, when I did the Oblivion YouTube short, all right, that YouTube short within 12 to 14 hours only had like 800 views. This YouTube short that I just went live at 10 a.m., so about 90 minutes ago, currently has, listen to this, hold on, 1,600 views.
Well, could it possibly be that the Dead Space remake is a brand new fucking game which is going to garner far more interest in the fucking algorithm compared to fucking Oblivion? Oblivion's an old ass fucking game. No offense to anyone that likes fucking Oblivion. I'm sure it's an enjoyable game if you're into that fucking thing, but it's not a fucking it's not a fucking hot topic of the fucking month for anything, for fuck's sake. It's an old fucking game. It's not going to gain much fucking traction on the old algorithm. But yeah, Phil's like, no, it's all to do with the time of day. No, you know, Phil. I mean, Phil's going to fucking. I think he's going to realise this. Phil's next Oblivion short that he's going to upload, you know, at fucking 10 a.m. and he'll see again that it won't get fucking many views. It's going to be. It's basically fucking YouTube don't care about Oblivion. Why would the algorithm try and push a game that no one's fucking playing right now because it's an old fucking game? It's nothing to do with a game being good or bad. It's just old as fucking. No one's really fucking talking about Oblivion because it's such an old fucking game.
Already. It just went live an hour and a half ago, and it's got 1,600 views. It's got over 50 likes, It's got a bunch of comments. In fact, I'm taking a look here to see if there's any more comments on it. Yeah, there are. Galactic Reptile actually left a comment on it and said, man, this is your best short so far. There you go. So, by uploading it in the morning before my stream, the thing got over 1,500 views in 90 minutes. And what's going to happen is likely, as more people watch my stream of Dead Space today, they'll see the short. So I think this is maybe the strategy. This is, I should always upload right before a stream, and it should, if it's related, like if it's going to be a Dead Space stream, try to upload a Dead Space short, right? Now, tomorrow, this will not be the case. I don't have a Dead Space short for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the launch of YouTube ads on shorts. So tomorrow, I have a big short that I've been saving up. It's one that I've had for a while. It could be considered one of the all-time greatest moments ever in the 15 years that I've been a gamer. Yes, it is that epic, that momentous, that funny. It is a really awesome moment.
Guys, let's have a fucking quick, a debate. What do we think this is going to be? I don't think it's going to be an incident. No. Bill would be an absolute fucking hypocrite if he fucking did an incident. He would be the biggest hypocrite of all goddamn time if Phil used the incidents for his fucking short. He has been fucking saying that makes Cat cry, for fuck's sake. There's no way he's going to fucking... No, there's no way. I refuse to fucking believe it's going to be the fucking incident. It would make sense for Phil to fucking do that. But no, it would make him, in terms of fucking trying to, get fucking popular and fucking YouTube shorts, it makes sense to fucking try and do that. But no, I refuse to believe Phil's going to be that much of a dense motherfucker to be a complete hypocrite and try and monetize his fucking shorts after fucking criticising other people for fucking going on and on about the incident, and fucking, like Rich, for example, Review Tech USA, fucking bringing up all the goddamn time. It makes Cat cry. She's downstairs crying because people keep talking about the incident. Fuck off. I'm trying to think about what else it could fucking be. What has Phil done that's been so fucking amazing in in 15 years of gaming on YouTube and 15 years of making content on YouTube? What have been the big fucking milestones for him in terms of doing something amazing on YouTube? I'm trying to think. Jesus Christ. Isaac Kimler, hello, Jesus Christ, the original Dead Space. I don't know, I have no idea. I've got a feeling it might be Project 7 related.
And it's a short that I've been actually excited to put out, and I've been waiting for the right moment, and I feel that tomorrow is definitely the right moment, because, hey, if I want to get some exposure with YouTube Shorts, it should be tomorrow. So, I'm going to do the same thing I did today. I'm going to upload this short, and I'm going to have it go live tomorrow morning before our first stream. So hopefully people will see it, check it out, share it, like it, comment on it, whatever. And hopefully that'll put me into the algorithm. And it's funny, because actually now if I look at my YouTube Shorts, okay, what I can now do is I can sort content. If I go to Shorts, and if I go to Views. Wait, no, I wanted to sort by... Oh, I clicked it wrong. Get out of here. Sort by most viewed. So if I take a look at all of my YouTube Shorts now, in order, okay, here's what we've got. We've got the top short is still the Sonic Frontier short, which I told you guys about. 29,000 views, over 1,400 likes. And that went live in October, but didn't hit the YouTube algorithm until early November. So basically 2-3 weeks, and then hit the algorithm, and all of a sudden it went from like 2,000-3,000 views to 29,000 views. Okay? Then, my first ever YouTube short, which I posted over 4 months ago, is number 2 with 14,000 views. Trolls defeated, false copyright claims have been removed. This is my third most viewed short with 12,000 views. My honest thoughts on the Callisto Protocol after that first day of playing is actually my fourth most viewed short at 8.2 thousand views, and that was just a month ago. It had come out in early December, and so I did that early opinion on it, right? Then DSP catches a whopper, the best catch ever. This was my Bassmaster short and one of my first shorts I've ever put up. 7,600 views.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. It says, I bet the super chat involves him exploiting Rambo. Oh, that's a possibility. It's a possibility, yeah. It's funny. Hey, Decepticon, how you doing, pal? Decepticon saying, are we really doing this bragging about views on a dead channel? Here's the thing, I've never understood Phil's mentality of views don't fucking matter. Phil, your whole business relies on fucking people trying to watch your goddamn content to try and make as much fucking ad revenue as possible. When it comes to fucking trying to generate ad revenue to make up this surplus income, then yes, views absolutely fucking matter. Don't try and pretend otherwise. Phil, you're naive to fucking try and pretend you don't care about fucking views. In fact, your job is to fucking care about views. Your job is to try and care about how many people are watching your fucking videos, because you're trying to fucking get as many fucking eyes as possible on your content, so you can try and make as much possible ad revenue as you can, as well as other income usually from your live streams. The live stream money obviously makes up Phil's majority of income, but at the same fucking time, views absolutely fucking matter. It is a good time, Phil, to admit you can and want to be Mr. Views, because it is absolutely fucking relevant to you and your fucking success. It's not the fucking biggest criteria, of course, but yeah, Phil pretending that views don't fucking matter is just so fucking disingenuous and it's flat out lying. It's a flat out lie at this fucking rate.
DSP's short review on the Midnight Fight Express game from the summer, 7,500 views. Streamer shocked when a shy cat speaks live on stream. This was the one that was only about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, of Jasper talking on stream. 7,200 views. And then they start to trail off. For example, my Thanksgiving spread of food. There was the one about the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, the most genius security system ever, where they put the button to disable the security in the same hallway as the security lasers.
I'm telling you, I know this is fucking ridiculous, but we got 2 fucking extra fucking bingo squares from that shit, including a bingo. He said shocked, and he's fucking talking about food. All this random fucking, views talk from his shorts has earned us on a couple of extra squares getting ticked off. I'm telling you, this car's doing very fucking well.
That one's pretty good. So they kind of trail off after that, all right? So it's kind of interesting. I'm curious, will any of these shorts, because now if I start to scroll further down, okay, you'll never see it coming. That's the Resident Evil 1 remake short. That's 10 days ago, okay? We've got, trying to find the more recent ones in here. When showboating backfires, that one's in there. A few of them are not showing up right away, which is kind of weird. But I'm just curious if any of these shorts that I put out in the last week or two, will any of those hit the algorithm ever, right? I mean, it was so weird the way it happened with Sonic Frontiers. I don't even know why it happened. So I guess we'll see. But anyway, thank you for checking out the Dead Space YouTube short. I hope you liked it. It's really good in my opinion. It's, a montage of the glitches that we had last time with the invisible enemies and stuff. And my reaction to it, of course. Hopefully, if I consistently put out YouTube shorts, it'll help this channel, especially with the monetization. Yes, maybe, hopefully, in February, since they're going to start launching new ads for these YouTube shorts, maybe if I can consistently put out 3-4 shorts a week, each one's getting a few thousand views, I'll make a couple extra bucks. It'll get some new notoriety for the channel. People see those and maybe come check out the channel. That would be great. I do feel like YouTube shorts are going to be a way to promote this channel moving forward. Some hilarious moments of the Hogwarts Legacy playthrough, stuff like that, right? If you definitely work out. So let's see what happens. But anyway, thank you. And tomorrow morning, there'll be a new YouTube short that's not related to any of the current playthroughs I'm doing. I think that you guys are really going to enjoy it. All right. I agree. Average at best is everyone's going to post shorts tomorrow. It will be chaos. You're right. You're absolutely right. Everyone's going to be competing tomorrow. You're going to see an overload of shorts in February by far. Everyone's going to be posting up an insane amount of shorts to try to compete for this ad space. It's just going to happen. Okay. So we'll see what happens starting tomorrow. All right. Now, before we jump into game news, I have a positive update. So late last year, early January, I mentioned something. I said I have a huge new idea or ideas for this year. New stuff that I'd like to do and implement. And it was in the working stages of developing it and getting it ready, but it wasn't ready yet. And I didn't want to jump the gun and overpromise and underdeliver. I even told you guys I could launch it immediately, but without having all the pieces in line and ready to go, it didn't make sense because it would probably be half-assed and not be very good. What I wanted to do is take my time to figure stuff out and basically then make a big announcement and then start doing new stuff for you guys, right? So I have an update on that, okay? Basically, the pieces are now in place. The catch now is just working out the logistics of everything. Let's put it that way, all right? And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but basically, these new things that I'd like to do this year are going to be a little different than my standard format. And since it is going to be different from my standard format, I got to work out some stuff. How exactly will this work? Will that work? How do I make it, into something that people want to see? Obviously, it's not just for me, it's for everyone here, right? So I need to make sure that that everything's working fine. It's what you guys are enjoying and want to see. So there you go. Now, here's the thing. I'm close, but I just need to exactly figure out how certain things are going to work, and I need to work out a few bugs basically and get things set up to go. And once that's ready to go, I will announce it, okay? All right, sound good?
The more I hear him talk about this, the more I think it's going to be tied into. I think someone is offering to edit his content. This is a weird thing, I know. I don't think it's going to do it on this channel. I think Phil may have fucking have another, kind of like how Kale Gaming was a brand new fucking channel. I think Phil will have a brand new fucking channel. And I think it's going to be something that people will be editing the content for him to try and make it more digestible, essentially. So you'll have a raw stream channel, which is fucking essentially this fucking channel he's on right now, with all raw, unedited fucking garbage shit. I'm thinking that Prophet thinks it's about a brand new PC. Baron Von Game thinks he's desperate. Think he's desperate enough for multiplayer finally. It could be a multiplayer thing. Who knows? I don't think he's going to do it personally, but yeah. Who knows? It could be a new PC, it could be a new channel, it could be somebody fucking doing a whole lot of work for him, essentially. I'm interested to see when Phil's going to reveal this and see if it's going to actually make a big difference or not. Personally, though, I think it's basically a lot of other people doing a lot of extra fucking work for Phil to make his own life easier while he gets a lot more money out of it at the same fucking time. Because after all, this is Phil Burnell we're talking about.
So, I will have more updates for you soon. In fact, I'm literally working on this now at a daily basis. I'm going to be, actually hunkering down a little bit and getting more specifics worked out and get more details ready. And then once that's done, I'm ready to make a big announcement. And basically, yes, there's going to be some differences. What you're going to see is, all right, I'm going to give you a big hint. All right, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to give you a big hint. I've already told you guys, I'm getting older. I'm in a situation where I can no longer be a full-time gamer, and all I'm known for on the internet is playing video games constantly. Right? I want to diversify my content. Last year,
New channel, you're right. Brian, well, see, it's definitely go by new fucking channel. React channel, yeah, that's it. In fact, I think if memory serves, give me a second, guys, but I think if we go to the King of Hate Vlogs channel. So, oh, that's the wrong fucking thing. Hang on, hold on, 2 seconds. The King of Hate Vlogs. 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Yeah, if you go to this channel, shut the fuck up, Phil, you miserable motherfucker, I didn't want you to talk. The handle here, this is why a lot of people think Phil's going to make a fucking new React channel, because he actually manually put this fucking handle in to find the fucking channel, and he just called it DSP Reacts. And obviously the Vlogs channel was essentially a bunch of React content in general for Phil's fucking normal bullshitty life. So, yeah. It's just, I don't know, so it sounds like Phil's making a brand new fucking channel, essentially. Or someone else is trying to fucking make it for him. I don't know. We'll see.
Diversified my content in a big way with some of the React projects, as well as other things that I did. Not only reacting to, say, documentaries, but also reacting to advertisements. You guys really liked that, correct? The big feedback that I got was, wow, that diversification you did in 2022 was great. We want to see more of that. Please keep doing variety-style content. This is working, okay? I listened directly to your feedback, and now I'm going to implement some stuff that's different. It's basically a little bit less of me sitting here all day, every day playing video games. Okay? Now, don't worry. If you'll like me sitting here all day, every day playing video games, that's not going to go away. It's not, oh, Phil's not playing games anymore? No. Don't take this the wrong way, all right? I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of games. The difference is, there's going to be other kinds of stuff going on as well. It's not just me playing video games, because I want to diversify my content. I don't want to be known as just the guy who plays games. I mean, if anything, in the last year, I'm now known as the guy who plays games, but also the guy who does a podcast every day. I've heard several different people on the internet, on YouTube in general, saying,
Nah, Phil, you're known as the guy that fucking jerked off on stream. You're known as the guy who went fucking bankrupt. You're known as the guy that refused $50,000 from Keemstar. You are known as a lot of fucking things, but being the guy that plays video games is not one of them. Telling you now, Phil, it's not one of those fucking things. Dense motherfucker.
yeah, Phil's dabbling more in the podcasting. You're right. This is where I feel the future is. The future is not sitting here playing games all day, every day. Right? Been there, done that. I still want to do that, especially for major new releases and things I'm really excited for. But I don't want to just have
money. Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Black Metro Super Chat. It says, the important thing is, it will cost dense money. I am quite sure of that, yes. Whatever the fuck this thing is, it's not going to be fucking Phil putting a lot of effort into the goddamn thing himself, and it's through the goddamn efforts, the hard working efforts and money from others around him. Because fuck Phil investing in his own goddamn business himself.
And they're done that. I still want to do that, especially for major new releases and things I'm really excited for. But I don't want to just have that be the end-all be-all of who I am on the internet. I want to diversify, and I want to basically be doing interesting stuff with you guys, okay? Fair enough? So that's coming. There's diversification coming, but I'm not spoiling it yet because I'm right. I mean, I would love right now to make the announcement. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to spoil it because, like I said, I just need to work out a few things. And once those few things are worked out, then I can make the announcement. We can have a big celebration. Everyone can confetti, big party horns.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. So Super Chat says, so he's seen gains from the content he called the laziest, so he's sidestepping closer to it because, of course. Yeah, pretty much. Phil, keep in mind also, just like how Phil shat over YouTube Shorts before, and then now he's fully embracing YouTube Shorts. So back in the fucking day, a year ago, 2 years ago, Phil shat over YouTube Shorts, called it fucking stupid, called it, just fucking copying TikTok, YouTube was late to the fucking party, and now it's all about YouTube Shorts, not shit, and trying to make absolute fucking bank on that, and hoping for fucking viral popularity for fucking making his dead channel grow. Just how he fucking shat over YouTube Shorts back in the fucking day. Phil too shat over fucking React content back in the fucking day. He thought it was fucking brain dead, no effort required sort of content that fucking lazy people do. He's like, oh, you don't fucking have to even put effort into this fucking sort of shit. Phil shat over React content for so many goddamn years and became a big massive fucking hypocrite when he decided to do it himself. And they fucking try to justify it.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mentor Super Chat. It says the end all be all of him on the internet is where he shot that low. Don't make us think about that, for fuck's sake. That's just nasty, Black Mage. Train says that's why he wants this member goal, so he can upload it there. That's an interesting shout, Train. That was a very interesting shout indeed. Although I think if he really wanted that goal to be hit, he would have had it been lower. This is literally the last day for that goal to be hit. You'd think he would have made it a bit more reachable? I'm just saying, I don't know. We'll see. Brian Art says, I just want to take a moment to say King Jared probably got more support and tips so far, man. I don't know. It depends, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is never... I'm also happy to get fucking support, don't get me wrong, but unlike Phil, I'm not going to fucking be badgering you guys. You guys want to fucking film anything, that's fucking great, but sometimes I do these bingo streams, no one does that, and that's not a fucking problem, because it's at the end of the fucking day, it's whether you guys fucking want to do that or not. When it's Phil, though, Phil's going to be like, guys, it's been a slow fucking day so far. Guys, we're not doing boundaries anymore, but they're called challenges or rewards, so please challenge me and not shit, you know, and fuck off. No, it's just... this is just... we're fucking like a good time rather than a laugh at Phil's expense. Phil, though, this is his fucking livelihood. He doesn't get those fucking support, doesn't get that money, he's going to fucking desperate. He's going to put on the black shirt, begging hard, saying, guys, I don't want to do this again, I'm slipping again, but guys, I do need to help pay my bills, I need help to pay this, I need help to pay that, going in for a day off tomorrow, need to afford a fucking meal, and all that shit. This is fucking Phil, classic Phil. We knew, I think everyone, a lot of us called it, the old Phil Bonnell would be back in January. The old begging hard Phil Bonnell would be back in fucking January. We saw the Christmas fucking high, the support was doing okay for a while, and right after it, into fucking January, the old Phil came back to the fucking fore. You know, and he's like, the mask slipped off again, I'm back, and I can't believe I fucking slipped back into fucking my old ways, guys, I can't believe it. We can believe it. We fucking called it. We all called that shit.
And I can make the announcement. We can have a big celebration. Everyone can confetti, big party horns, doing backflips of excitement, you know? All right, that sounds really stupid, doesn't it? It does sound really dumb. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited.
Tony T wanted me to jam out to Gacha right now as a bounty binding contract. Hey man, a lot of the fucking tracks that Meerkat makes is fucking incredible. There's a reason why I have like these all fucking playing in the background. It's just they're so fun to listen to, and they're so fucking good. I mean, the current one right now, for example, is level 1. It's part of the Little Piggy album. The Little Piggy album, level 1. I'll be the guy on level 1. It's a great fucking tune. I'll turn it off actually.
You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
It's a great fucking track. I love that track. I'm saying, like, big ups to Meerkat and all that shit. He makes some great fucking music. That's what I'm saying. What Meerkat does with music is far more challenging than the shit I do. I come up with some daft fucking words and all that shit, but but I don't create the music. I just find music and I try and fucking make wee clever rhymes with them. But Meerkat takes what Phil says and tries to make them into fucking songs, as well as making the music himself. Meerkat puts so much fucking effort into that compared to the fucking easy shit I do at things with that crap, you know what I mean? So it's incredible the effort that goes into it. Things like Meerkat does, and Ludwig as well. Ludwig does the same kind of thing where he fucking tries to make, manipulate the things that Phil says and turns it into fucking, tunes and all that shit. No, it's crazy. So yeah, big ups to Meerkat and guys like Ludwig as well for the hard work they do in providing that entertaining, robust content for us.
Excited for the future. I really am. Rather than just being that asshole who swears at games, I can be that asshole who does other things while he also swears at games. There you go. Okay, that was really stupid, but you see the point I'm making. Like, when I dabbled in new stuff and all of a sudden it worked, I was like, okay, I gotcha. It's all about having that variety now, okay? And you know what I also like? Is that basically the stuff that I tried that you guys outright told me for years was going to be the biggest stuff didn't work just like I kind of thought. I'll give you an example. You guys for years yelled at me and said, you've got to do a live react to E3. You've got to do a live react to this press conference. And those live reacts that I did last year were actually my least successful projects that I tried. It was when I was reacting to a documentary, or when I was reacting to advertisements, or when we were doing variety style content in a marathon, right? So I was doing silly gameplay, but also there was I did commentary on a WWE reality match, or not reality match, fantasy match, like a battle royale. But then I was reacting to advertisements as well. When we did that variety style content, that shit worked like crazy. But the moment that I tried to copy everyone else and just react live to a stupid, gaming event, it failed. No one liked it. People actually preferred me doing my more in-depth analysis of said events after the fact than they did see me live react to the event.
There is one simple explanation why your fucking reacts are not fucking good. You're not fucking good at reacting to things. You're better off, Phil, at analysing situations and preparing answers. This is what I'm saying. Your fucking reaction to fucking down the rabbit hole crap, no, you had notes prepared. You pre-watch things beforehand. You like to pretend you're fucking live reacting to shit. You don't. You fucking watch this shit already beforehand, and you fucking make notes to things to fucking say and bring up while you're fucking doing your actual video on the reaction part of it. So you're ready to try and debunk things. You're not very good at fucking live reacts because you cannot think of things on the fly, because your fucking brain is not fucking fast at operating to actually think of something actually witty and informative to fucking say on the fly. You just honestly, fuck Phil, we are seeing you fucking slow down, physically and mentally over the fucking years. Whether it's fucking, maybe it's just all the fucking social isolation, who knows? Maybe it's all the alcohol he consumes, who the fuck knows what is causing Phil's mental faculties shutting down in front of our very eyes. But all we fucking know is that he is not fucking capable of fucking doing react content on the fly, as in fucking just reacting to something live happening in front of his fucking face. He plays a fucking game, what does he fucking do? He basically just fucking says what he fucking sees on the fucking screen. So, dude, did you see that? Stop it, blind man, did you see that? Guys, did you see that? Look at this. Wow. Fuck off. You're incapable of these fucking constructive, meaningful, informative fucking, things to add to content. Or just fucking just say what you fucking see. You play the game fucking poorly, where your chat tells you how to fucking play the goddamn game. Yeah, and Tommy says he can't even do a podcast without contradicting himself constantly. Fucking exactly. Francesco says, addiction, social isolation, having no friends, lack of meaningful interpersonal connections, no ambitions or dreams. That pretty much sums up Phil Burnell, that's for fucking damn sure.
So that I know is baloney. Like, I don't need to do what everyone else does. I need to try to do some different stuff. You see?
You can't do what everyone else does. That's the difference, Phil. You cannot do what everyone else does. You wish you fucking could. You can't.
Spartanius one says, when the deal goes through on YouTube and you won't be shut down for using copyrighted music anymore, does this mean you can react to songs? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are misunderstanding this new system. Yes, YouTube has announced that they're going to have a new system where you can actually have copywritten and licensed music in your videos and you will not get shut down for copyright. What's going to happen is YouTube is going to claim that video as like a partial. So the music company will make a certain amount of revenue on the video via advertisement, and you will make a certain amount of revenue on the video via advertisement. They'll split it, which is what should have happened since day one. Why YouTube thought to just give all the rights over to the music company. It's completely illegal. It makes no sense, but that's what they've always done. They're going to change it this year, okay? However, there's a catch to this process. Here's the catch. The music company has to sign up for the process. They have to load their music into YouTube's musical database and actively enable it and say, yes, I want to be a part of this. Okay? So what company is going to do that? They already got some, But my question is, if there's a company, let's say, for example, you are, man, what's a giant music label right now? I don't even know who's left. There used to be Virgin Records. There used to be Geffen Records. I'm trying to think of like the biggest record companies that used to be out there. I don't even know if they exist anymore. But let's say you're one of the biggest music companies out there, okay? Right now, with the Death Row, is Death Row Records still alive? Def Jam Records, is that still alive? Okay, let's say you're one of these companies. Right now, if anyone uses your music on YouTube, you just get blanket claims on the videos and you make all the ad revenue on the videos, 100%. So now YouTube wants you to sign up for a site or a process where, oh, you won't make 100%, you'll make 20%. You want me to actively choose to go from 100% revenue to 20% revenue. What's in it for me? When YouTube already has the broken process.
That's a bit of a flawed argument, because the thing is, right now, those companies make 100% of the music people use, yes, but how many people are actually using that fucking music, knowing that it's going to fucking get blocked and, well, it's going to get claimed by these companies? The fact of the matter is, if it's actually, if you can split the fucking pot in terms of who gets fucking what, then yes, far more people are going to be using this fucking music and their content, which means even though it's only 20% of the fucking, income instead of 100%, you're making, 100% of, $100,000 or 20% of $20 million. It's one of those kind of things. It's like, also you'd rather have 20% of $20 million fucking dollars, wouldn't you? It makes sense. It's just random figures, I know, but still, you get what I'm fucking saying. It's like far more people are more likely to fucking use this kind of music in their content because they'll know the pot is split essentially, and the fucking creator will get a wee bit of some money as well as the fucking music company. It makes perfect fucking sense to me, but not to Phil Bonnell. But what do I fucking know? It's not as if I fucking have a business degree or anything like Mr. fucking Financial Security here. Mr. fucking bankruptcy, Mr. $130,000 in fucking credit card debt, Mr. fucking made myself fucking broke because I moved across fucking country and I moved into a big ass house I can barely fucking afford to live in. Please tip me more, guys.
What's going to convince these music companies to sign up for the correct process if they've been making out with the broken process for so long? What really needs to happen is YouTube is going to say, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to launch this new process by which the ad revenue is shared. If you don't sign up for it, fuck you. You get nothing. So either you sign up for the proper process or none of your shit gets claimed on YouTube and you make nothing and everyone uses your music. Now, will YouTube do that? Probably not, because they probably don't want to get sued into oblivion. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't see the point of a company that's already been making out all these years now agreeing to make less. That just, but again, maybe that's a simpleton's assessment of the situation, and there's other legality things I'm not aware of, because in reality, I am a simpleton when it comes to this kind of law. I don't know shit. You should probably consult one of the YouTube lawyer guys. Maybe they'll know better. There's a few of them. There's a few YouTube lawyers who tackle these kind of issues. Ask one of them. But this is just me coming from, my perspective.
Meth Bear! We need a lawyer. Where's Meth Bear when you fucking need him?
I don't know how this is really going to work. And it's funny because YouTube announced this last year, and now here we are, it's about to hit February, still no news. Like, what's going on? Is it coming? I don't know. But anyway, so I am in the planning stages. We already have all the pieces in place. Today, if I wanted to launch this new project / new stuff, I could do it. The problem is it would probably be sloppy. And I might look sloppy. I'm unshaven, I'm unkempt. I wear just, t-shirts on stream. I may look like a bum. But in reality, my content, I like to have a little bit better than how I look. So I don't want to look like an asshole by putting out content that's not ready. So I absolutely, hopefully, within a week or two, will have concrete information for all of you. And by the way, I should say this too. This is going to be genuinely new stuff. This is not, oh, Phil's just going to do more what he did last year. No, there's genuinely new things that I'm interested in doing on the internet. That's not just what I've done up to now. New stuff. Not exactly the same as last year. Let's put it that way. Because some people, I think, are already under the impression, oh, so Phil said he did React content last year, so all he's going to do is he's going to react to more documentaries this year. Oh, big deal. No. Absolutely not. No. That is not what I'm talking about. It's not doing the same. I want to do different, more interesting stuff. Okay? All right? All right. Got that out of the way. Outside of that, just trying to think if there's anything else that I want to cover before we get to game news. I don't think so. I think we want to talk about game news now. All right, so let's talk about the new game news stories that have come out in the last 24 hours. There's a lot. Are you ready for these? Prepare to be bombarded with gaming news. So our first gaming news story, Microsoft has announced that in Japan, starting on February 17th, they are raising the price of the Xbox Series X and S by 5,000 yen, which is roughly a $39 price hike.
Here we go. In Japan now. How long until Phil's racist about Japanese culture and all that shit and is why? Okay, let's Phil. Just get out your system. Just get out your goddamn system now, Phil. We know you want to be racist towards the Japanese, so just fucking get out your system right now. Don't bottle it up. We know it's just get ready to fucking explode at you. Go on, Phil. Here's with it.
This is following the announcement by Sony a few months ago that they raised the price of the PS5 over in Japan. All right? So what's funny about this is here in the United States, we have not seen a price hike yet for any gaming console. We've had inflation, we've had increase in cost of everything else, but gaming consoles have remained the same price. But now in Japan, they're raising the prices of everything. Does this mean that it's inevitable that in the United States, in Europe, we're going to see these price hikes? Are they coming? Or is it just a regional thing and for some odd reason, Japan is the only one affected? Because it's really weird that it's already happened with the PS5 and now this in Japan. But why only Japan? It's a little confusing, right? I think that they also do it in Australia. I feel like they also did it in Australia, right? Amnesiac Aaron says, Japan is having record high inflation, much higher than even the rest of the world right now. Wow. Interesting. That's not good. That's terrible. Inflation is really bad for any economy. So, damn. Anyway, Argentina currently has 89% inflation. Shit. So anyway, that's just a mini story, a short story, okay? Another story, major news developments in regards to Halo and 343 Industries. For those who don't know, 343 Industries is the studio that's been working on Halo ever since Halo was bought out by Microsoft and, it's not Bungie anymore. It's this company. They made Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, okay? So, 343 Industries basically had a lot of layoffs recently. Microsoft cut a lot of jobs. And when they cut the jobs, 343 Industries was one of the studios that was really badly affected. Now, we talked about this why on the podcast that they basically botched Halo Infinite. They were the #1 FPS at that time. Remember, that was the year Vanguard was the Call of Duty game. No one liked Vanguard. Everyone was talking about and playing Infinite. It was the biggest FPS game of 2021 into 2022. This was their opportunity to take back the mantle, all right? And what happened? I mean, they literally botched it at every turn. They couldn't live up to expectations. They had a roadmap. They couldn't live up to the roadmap that they promised. They didn't come out with enough new content, right? The maps and stuff that they were putting out were lackluster, or they didn't come out at all. They didn't have game tweaks. They didn't do enough at all. And basically, their game stagnated and died. And within the course of the 1 year of 2022, they went from being the top FPS guys to, does anyone even play or talk about Halo Infinite anymore? It's really sad. I saw content creators over the course of 2022, at the beginning of the year, they were so hyped. Daily, they were making new Halo content. Halo montages, Halo hype videos, Halo this, Halo that. Mid-year, they were posting up, I give up. There's nothing to make content about. The game is dead, and it's all on 343, and we have to kind of quit because we can't make Halo content when there's no content to make. It's the same game still, and they're not doing anything about it. So that's really pathetically sad, right? When even the community, the fan community, gives up on the game because they're saying there's not enough to even cover, right? So, basically the news is, oh, there's Jasper Kitty. Hello, buddy. What's going on, buddy? What are you up to today, Jasper Kitty? What are you doing? Here he comes. Jasper, what do you think about Halo? Jasper, what do you think about Halo? Jasper Kitty? What do you think about Halo? He won't speak.
Shut up, bitch!
I wanted to get him to speak on mic again. He wouldn't do it. See? He's back to being shy. He won't speak.
Oh, boo-hoo. Phil couldn't try and monetize his fucking chat again. Piece of shit content creator try to fucking monetize his poor bloody pet. Oh, he meowed. Click like a short of it and it's gonna... He meowed right before the fucking ad revenue starts. Hurry! Fuck off, Phil.
Darn this cat. Being so shy. Anyway. So, here's what's been announced. Halo and 343 Industries are basically all but starting from scratch. They have a mentality now where basically for Halo, they have to kind of start over because Halo Infinite has been deemed a failure. So 95 or more people were let go from 343, which means they have to do an internal restructuring of the company to make it keep working. Halo is now switching to a new game engine. Yes, Halo is tapping out of that game engine that they use for Infinite, and they're going to go to the Unreal Engine, just like most games these days, okay? There's going to be a new game they're going to start making. It's codenamed Tatanka. So I guess it's going to be an insulting stereotypical Native American wrestler. I don't know. I don't know what Tatanka means, but he was actually a wrestler from the 80s and 90s. So anyway, I guess, yeah, 343, sadly, everything that we were afraid of would happen has happened. The game basically lost its player base, stopped making money. Microsoft said, well, we got to make cuts. What are we going to do? Well, we have to cut the studios that are not doing well. This studio did poorly. They botched Halo Infinite. And it got to the point where now they can't even keep making content for Halo Infinite. They got to start over. So they're making a new game on a new engine and restructuring the company. Literally everything we said last year has come to fruition. It's sad as shit. that game was good. Halo Infinite was legitimately good. It's like I told you guys last year. I'm actually sad because I loved it when it came out. And then within 3 months, the game was so stale and stagnant because they didn't do anything to update it. And it's like, I kind of wish, I know this is a really negative way to put it, but I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I kind of wish the game never came out. I'm serious. Because all that it did, it showed that the game had such potential and it could have been great. And because of mismanagement, it fell flat on its face. And what a waste. Because all it did is it makes you upset. Here's a game that's amazing, a game that should have been better than it was, a game that would have knocked Call of Duty on its ass, right? And instead, it's just a fart in the wind. It sucks. I hate seeing stories like this, you know? Anyway, so there you go. That sucks ass. Next piece of news. E3. Remember that? Electronic Entertainment Expo? The biggest gaming event of the year where all the big companies come to show off their games on a live stage show, but also on the floor. And there's live broadcasts and interviews and hype and booth babes and all kinds of explosions and lasers and all kinds of hoopla. Do you remember E3? No, me either. And I went to it. I was at E3 2012. I literally attended it in person. And I still couldn't tell you a reason why E3 needs to exist. E3 has been defunct ever since COVID. If you remember, 2020, when COVID started, E3 was canceled. And then they canceled it in 2021. And then they canceled it in 2022. And all they did was a digital event. And the digital event sucked and no one cared about it. Okay? So they announced that this year, 2023, E3 is coming back as a floor show, a physical floor show. And when they announced this last year, everyone groaned and was like, why? We had 3 years without E3. And the industry seems fine. No, I'm pretty sure games didn't not get enough press or push. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything seems to be okay with the gaming industry with E3 not existing. So why does E3 need to exist as a physical show again? It just doesn't seem to make sense that this was even, in the planning stages or announcement. All right. Now, of course, what we've been waiting for is information on what's going to happen with E3 this year. It's supposed to be around June, right? So who's going to be there? What's going to happen? Well, guess what? It's been announced. Xbox, so Microsoft, Nintendo, so, the Switch, and Sony, the PlayStation 5, the big three companies making these consoles and games. Well,
money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Dennis, for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I keep forgetting I've got a subscriber notification. It's bizarre. It's just something I keep forgetting they're a fucking thing. But yeah, thank you very much, Dennis, for subscribing. I appreciate it.
The PlayStation 5, the big three companies making these consoles and games will not be at E3 this year. They've all opted out. They have no interest in being there whatsoever. Now, are you surprised? Because there was no E3 for 3 years. These companies adopted their own shows that they do digitally now. And instead of doing a big elaborate stage show in person at E3 or near E3 and having to pay all that expense and having to do all that hoopla, they just do a digital event, correct? And can you tell me in the last 3 years that, oh man, real Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, man, their numbers sure plummeted when they didn't have E3 to advertise at, right? Like, no. In fact, it's the opposite. They had, especially during the pandemic and everything, they did pretty good. Now, Xbox did come out with some sales numbers recently that were a little disheartening, but they really had a bad 2022 with almost no exclusives, so what do you expect, right? But the truth of the matter here is, when the pandemic happened, these companies started to realize E3 is a relic of the past. Is it a tradition? Yes. Is it something that people had come to expect because it just kind of happened every year? Yes. But is E3 needed? No. We all saw firsthand. It literally was a superfluous event. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose at all. All these companies can easily just release their own information digitally over the internet at their own pacing and their own will.
A lot of people could say the exact same things about you, Phil. You're a relic of the fucking past. You're fucking grew stale. You're fucking hanging around when you're not fucking needed anymore, and yet you still fucking maintain and persist. You might as well just not be fucking, irrelevant anymore, because you're not like E3. You're no longer that fucking relevant. All the things you fucking said about E3 can be said about you. I'm not saying rewind it and fucking arguableize. All the things that Phil just said about E3 can be applied to him.
The pandemic happened. These companies started to realize E3 is a relic of the past. Is
it like Phil is?
The tradition? Yes.
Phil has 15 years tradition on YouTube.
Is it something that people had come to expect because it just kind of happened every year? Yes.
Phil's here every single fucking day, but can I expect him to be here? Yes, he's always fucking here, even though he probably shouldn't be here anymore.
But is E3 needed? No.
Is Phil needed? Fuck no.
We all saw firsthand. It literally was a superfluous event. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose at all. All these companies can easily just release their own information digitally over the internet at their own pacing and their own will, and they don't need to have one central in-person place to have it. And in fact, those last few years at E3, 2017, 18, and 19, E3, which you may not be aware, no longer was a just press-only show. It used to be only gaming journalists, established online content creators, people in the gaming development industry were invited to E3. Therefore, it was a professional atmosphere. When you went there, you would absorb tons of information about all the new games, and there would be just this huge blitz of information for 1 week of all the new gaming hype, and it was very exciting. What ended up happening was E3 said, we gotta make money. So they opened up E3 to the public. They started selling incredibly expensive E3 passes. E3 for all. Pay $400 or $500 and hit the floor just like the journalists and see the same stuff. And what ended up happening was E3 changed from being an important event where all this gaming news is disseminated from into another gaming convention. And when it became another gaming event,
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for super chat. It says, I fold. He's so painfully regarded today. Good luck. Run where you can, Black Mage. Thank you very much. But yeah, I wish I could fucking peace out myself because Phil is fucking just doing my nothing. But yeah, run where you can, pal. Run where you can. I'll catch you later.
event where all this gaming news is disseminated from into another gaming convention. And when it became another gaming convention, people who went to the event to cover it for, you know, business purposes started complaining in droves. This show sucks. We can't even get around. There are lines for 2-3 hours just to see a demo of a game. Like, this is stupid. The whole point of E3 was supposed to be, this is the central place where we can go to get information about all the new games. And instead, you turned it into another opportunity to make money by inviting...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for super chat. Says he's jealous he's not getting sent to places like that on Machinima's dime. Yeah, Phil fucking neglected to mention that when he went to E3 back in the fucking day, in 2012, whatever, he was sent there by Machinima, who was his fucking partner in Evercore at the time. Phil went there, recorded content, and looked around and all that shit and recorded so much. Yeah, Phil went there, not on his own fucking penny. But no, he was sent there by Machinima to cover the fucking event for them. Which also makes sense because you can't go to, as Phil said, it wasn't open to the public properly until the last 3 years it ran properly. So yeah, in 2012, Phil was there as a gaming journalist of sorts. You know, Machinima contracted essentially Phil to go there and fucking cover the event for them. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Phil had so much potential to have done so much more with his fucking YouTube career. This is the opportunities Phil Burnell had. A lot of people seem to kind of forget this at times. Phil had all these sort of opportunities in life. Then he could have been fucking set for life so fucking easily. But this is what makes Phil a complete fucking lolcow. He pissed it all away. Never invested, never saved. He spent it as fast as he fucking could. He shat it all away, burned all his fucking friendships, not shitting all his ties. And he moved across country, and obviously he lost the love of his life. The one person that actually fucking loved him ever was Liana. She fucking left him because fucking Phil kept delaying fucking marrying her ass, and she fucking saw the light and just dumped his ass. Yeah, Phil should have and could have been in a far better fucking position in life. The fact of the matter is, he's a complete moron financially, and he was given money, and this is what he did with it. This is how he ends up when you give Phil money. And Stevie Dead says he also conned him out of money by telling him he needed John Rambo to carry shit. Yeah, that's right. Phil's like, I can't drive myself, my back's bad. Also, I need John Rambo to carry things for me. And Barrett Wells says it became less and less relevant as more and more people showed up. Excellent point as well. DJ Jones says I forgot the helicopter story. You guys know that back in the day that Phil Burnell used to work at a helicopter factory? Which his daddy got for him.
all the new games. And instead, you turned it into another opportunity to make money by inviting everyone else who literally doesn't need to be here. And you get scalping online for these tickets and everything, and you basically turned the whole thing into a three-ring circus when it was supposed to just be, information about games. So when the pandemic happened and E3 didn't happen, all these game companies like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, let's do a Nintendo Direct instead. Let's do an online event for Sony, State of Play. You know what I mean? So they're used to doing this now. They've been doing it for 2-3 years. Why do they need E3? So it's hilarious because E3 made the big announcement, a few months ago. We're coming back. We're back in 2023. And everyone's like, all right, I don't know. Don't really know why you need to be back, but let's see. And immediately now, it's like, it's about to hit February. Okay, let's start hearing about the big names going to E3. Oh, not the biggest three in the industry. They're all skipping it. No, because you know what they're going to do? They're all going to do their own events, probably right around then, either right before or right after. They'll probably do their own digital events to announce their games. Why would they spend all that money to do an in-person stage show, to have booths there, when it doesn't really do much? Again, E3 is kind of a relic of the past of games journalism. Just like when you get I've already explained this. I feel like all these journalists and game companies and people who get games early, to get an early review out there before the game releases, that is a relic of the 1990s and first half of the 2000s gaming journalism. The reason that people used to get copies of the games early was so that they could get a print review out early. It took 2-3 weeks to a month to publish a magazine physically. And so, since it took that long, they needed to get the game early, review it, and make the print review and publish and logistically ship those magazines to the stores. That needed to happen. Today, everyone gets the game day one, and everyone can immediately see how the game is by a streamer or a reviewer, and immediately within a day, you can get a full-on impressions from 1 million people on the internet live. Why do you need copies of these games going out early? You don't. It's literally a relic of the past, and in my opinion, it actually hurts the games industry. Okay? So now, take a look at E3. This is a situation where, yes, in the past, you needed to have a one-stop shop event where all the games would be announced, showcased, and everyone would have 1 week where they would get all their information about all the new games all at once. This was a great idea at the time, all right? And then what could happen? The journalists could cover it. They could go home from E3 with a ton of information, write up a bunch of news articles, and all of a sudden, all these games are getting press and hype. Today, everything is instant on the internet. Why do we need an in-person physical convention to showcase new games? The pandemic proved we don't. The pandemic actually showed the opposite. We do not need this. It's a relic of the past. It's incredibly outdated. And it makes absolutely positively no sense whatsoever for this to exist in this way. Okay? So, I'm not shocked to hear the big three are not going to be at E3. And now, of course, the hilarious part is people are like, well, just cancel it then. Like, if the big three aren't going to be there, what's the point? Why even do the event, right? Honestly, I tend to agree. If anything, one thing that definitely could be beneficial, why don't all these game companies agree this 1 week will be press week, where we're going to announce all of our big stuff back to back, right? We've decided we want to make all our big gaming announcements within a 1 to 2 week span, so gamers would know in general when to keep their ears to the ground or be paying attention to the internet for all the information that's going to come out. But we don't need a physical event. We don't need a convention. What it is E3, this company that owns E3, is trying to grasp at straws that they're still relevant. Oh, please, we need people to come to the event. We need people to, they don't.
It's a fucking pot calling the kettle black. What the fuck? Grasping at straws, trying to stay fucking relevant, remind you of anybody? I mean, what in the fuck, Phil? Look in the goddamn mirror. Phil is not a big fan of these fucking events anymore, purely because, I think Phil's a hermit now. Phil would rather have all these fucking events be online, so he can fucking cover them as potential reacts, whether a live react or some sort of aftermath react where he can fucking share his fucking thoughts and views, not shit. No. In-person events do not apply to Phil Bernard anymore because he has a goddamn hermit who's afraid to leave his goddamn fucking house.
They literally don't. There's no point to it. It's ridiculous that people still think this event is relevant. It's just not. We have concrete evidence when it didn't exist and everything went business as usual, right? So, yeah, I think E3, honestly, is done. Honestly, I think it should be retired and not continue. Sadly, it looks like this company just won't, they're not getting the picture. And of course, I don't want people to lose their jobs or whatever, but at the same time, when you see a sinking ship, do you keep jumping on the ship? Or do you say, okay, it's time to move on, right? Like, I mean, come on. Okay, our next news story, listen to this. Twitter, i.e. Elon Musk running Twitter, wants to become a payment platform processor that will compete with Apple Pay and PayPal. That's interesting. Now you can imagine being able to accept payments through Twitter, right? The weird thing about that is, what the hell does Twitter have to do with accepting payments? Nothing. And I think what it is Elon.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a thing already? I kind of swore I seen some Twitter pages have a thing where you can send them money. Like, it's like we can. I'm pretty certain, or did I just PayPal? Okay, so it's on Twitter, but it's kind of implemented through PayPal. Okay, so I wasn't sure if it's direct or not. Okay, fair enough.
Mr. Musk has been saying ever since he bought Twitter that he wanted to find ways to make it more relevant. And one of the things he said is, I want it to be a hotspot for content creation. I want people to come here and make content exclusively for Twitter. What if I make it profitable for a content creator to stop posting on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, but come to Twitter instead? And it's like, okay, that makes sense, but how would you do that? Twitter doesn't even make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Twitter isn't even profitable. So how would you ever consider convincing a content creator to go from a platform that they're finding is profitable and go to yours? And I think what he's thinking is, oh, if we make Twitter a payment platform where people can pay through it, now people can say, oh, my favorite content creators on Twitter and they're making content, I can submit a payment to them to crowdfund them or something like that. In addition, we all had that controversy last year, which, again, I don't even know if it was true or not, that apparently PayPal was trying to make some kind of a hidden terms of service change, saying that if they found that your information was, if you were someone who was putting out false information, i.e. if you were a political content creator and you were putting out information that they felt was misinformation, like about COVID and shit like that, they could just shut you off at any time and keep your money. So I don't know. I mean, this is a lot of political shit. But for me, it's a little confusing because I would say, how would it work? You know, right now with PayPal, in general, I don't really have problems. So I don't know why I would seek out a new payment processor, honestly, because I'm okay with PayPal the way it works. But maybe if Twitter came out and said, oh, we're going to be competitive, less fees than PayPal, right? We actually want to be competitive and give you more of the money you're earning. Maybe I would use that instead, right? I don't know. Right now, I have no commitment to using PayPal simply because all I'm doing is taking payments in and that's it. If there was another payment processor that I could get contributions through and it was just a less of a fee, I mean, why wouldn't I? Right? So I guess we'll see moving forward. It's an interesting premise. The last thing, this story is just so weird and so all over the place. Just listen to this, okay? Last night, Bloomberg reported that Sony had cut their PlayStation VR 2 forecast in half because they were receiving a relatively low number of pre-orders. They actually had, I guess, expected a certain number of people to pre-order the console who did not. They thought that people were going to be buying this thing in droves. They were expecting 2 million or more, and they have gotten just about under 1 million. And because of that, basically they were like, shit, I guess it's not as many people interested as we had assumed, so we have to cut the amount of money we're going to put into production of this thing, or else we're going to have millions of units sitting on shelves unsold, okay? So overnight, I saw a ton of people writing articles about this. Oh, the PlayStation VR 2 is the wrong device for the wrong audience at the wrong price at the wrong time. You can't expect to sell a VR device that costs $550. That's more expensive than the console that you use it with. At a time when inflation is high and no one really has a lot of money, how can you expect this to sell? Oh, by the way, this is the second run, because they already did PSVR 1. This is the second time around that now they're trying to launch a VR on PlayStation. Do they have a single killer app game, right? The one game that's an exclusive that you might want to see play is, what is it? Horizon, the Horizon game? I can't even remember what the Horizon game is called. Horizon Climbing the Mountain or something like that. So basically it's a Horizon VR game, which is fine, but take a look at Horizon last year, right? It didn't sell as well as they wanted. They thought that Horizon Forbidden West was going to be like, oh my God, Game of the Year contender. How many people talked about Horizon even in Game of the Year contention? Honestly, right? No one even discussed it. Wasn't, you know, no one really talked about it at the Game Awards. Nothing. It was just kind of non-existent. So now you're telling me the killer app that you made for PSVR 2 is a spin-off of a game that people didn't really like last year. Oh, but you could play Resident Evil Village on it. And a 2-year-old survival horror game? Big effing deal, right? So basically, a lot of people overnight were writing articles all about this. Oh my God, this totally makes sense. You know, we're not shocked to hear this because it definitely is way too expensive, and now people don't want it because there's no games for it, and yada, yada, yada. This morning, before I even had a chance to tell you this story, Sony came out publicly and said, this entire story is a lie. We are not cutting any production on any PSVR 2 units. We don't know where Bloomberg got this information from. It's completely false. We have confidence in it. We feel that games like Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and Resident Evil Village will sell. So, no, this is nonsense. Do not believe it. So now the question is, who do you believe, right? Because, first of all, I don't think that Bloomberg would have just made a story up. Like, what incentive does Bloomberg have to just make that up, right? What do they benefit from it? It's not even, like, that interesting of a story. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a, oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense story, as opposed to a, oh, my God, groundbreaking news I never would have expected story. So it almost sounds like PlayStation knew this was happening and didn't want it to go public, and so they sent their PR department into an outright denial mode because they were afraid that if they admitted it or said nothing, that this was actually going to hurt the PSVR 2. Now here's the thing, if they invested a lot of money into this thing, they definitely needed to sell at the very least over time, right? So if they got news stories all over the place, PSVR 2 underwhelming, PSVR 2 underselling, PSVR 2 has no killer apps, they're basically going to look like shit, and no one, even less people will probably buy it. I wouldn't be surprised that just last night, with that Bloomberg article, you know, being published, if a bunch of people canceled their pre-orders for this thing. They're probably like, all right, well, it looks like it ain't going to be that popular. I'm not going to spend $550 on it. Let me cancel that, right? I would almost guarantee that happened. So, you know, if that's the case, Sony probably had a knee-jerk reaction. Oh, crap. Get out there and deny, because if this comes out as a fact, it's just going to hurt us even more. We already spent so much time and money on this damn thing. There's no way that we can have it be a huge flop, right? What's my take on it? You already know my take on it. I had PSVR 1. It was $400. That was the same cost as the PS4 at the time. Plus, by the way, you need other peripherals. You needed the PS Move controllers and a camera. You needed all these peripherals to make the thing work. Originally, I played it for a month. I liked it. I was blown away by VR because I'd never seen a VR experience before. I'd never experienced it. So at first, you're just this technology is just like, oh my god, I can't believe how cool this is. I'm in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, at first, you're blown away by it, and rightly so. It's something interesting. It's something different, right? But then, after the gimmick wears out, and you've played like 5 to 10 games of it, and you start to see some of the things that are the downsides of VR, like you start to sweat inside the headset, and it's very uncomfortable. You start to have neck pain because the headset is weighing on your head. You start to feel queasy when you're playing certain games because VR is fooling your eyes into thinking that you're somewhere you're not, and your body realizes you're not and tries to make you feel sick because it thinks that you're poisoned. You know, there's all these factors that come into play. When all these happen, basically what ends up happening is you realize, wow, this was a $400 gimmick that is only going to last me like a couple months. And then what happened with PSVR? Was there a single must-play killer app game that if you didn't have a PSVR, you missed out and you really felt like you were behind the 8 ball with gaming? Was there a single one? No. Literally, those were okay to average, moderate experiences. There was never one game that was like, oh my god, can you believe you didn't experience this with PSVR? You really missed out. There wasn't a single game that was even mentioned in like a Game of the Year contention. A lot of the games that were the best games were games you already were playing on your normal PS4, like Resident Evil 7, only now you're in first person. So without a reason to drop that much money, why would you do so? Right? So now, here we are years later. PSVR 2 is coming out. Oh, it's better resolution, better frame rate, better graphics. The technology's better. You don't need PS Move controllers. This will come with your hand controllers this time and everything. Great. What am I going to be playing on it? Gran Turismo 7. That's already out. We already played it. What else you got? Resident Evil Village. That's already out. We already got that. We already played it. I don't need to play it in VR. What do you got? Horizon Call of the Mountain. Horizon. The game that came out last year and was underwhelming and didn't even get talked about in Best Games of the Year. This is the best game you've got for PSVR 2. And how much money do you want me to spend on it? $550? More than the cost of the PS5. And you think I'm going to drop this money? Right? Like, what are you talking about? Of course people are going to say, I don't want this. You'd have to be, and by the way, we have a track record. PSVR 1 wasn't worth the money. People bought it, played a few games on it, shelved it. Why are we going to do it again?
I have to object here. I outright asked Phil, this is fucking way back when I wasn't banned in Phil's Twitch chat, I asked him, was the VR, like, was it worth it for you? Because he'd not long finished using it and playing it and all shit. He told me specifically in his fucking dumbass chat right before going live on the stream at a fucking time that he went and made his money back on the game, essentially being a playing VR. He got his money back from the videos he made in it, essentially. So, well, it wasn't a financial loss for Phil Burnell. For Phil Burnell, he did get his money's worth from the fucking VR, the PSVR. So I just feel I feel compelled to fucking say that because Phil admitted at a fucking time that for him it was financially, good for him to fucking have got it because he actually made profit in it. Phil genuinely actually made money playing the PSVR because he bought it, but then he made videos. The content made him goddamn money. I did nothing wrong, says he would love WWE Champions in VR. Absolutely. He would never leave VR. He'd be fucking there forever if he had WWE Champions in VR.
Again, you'd have to be an idiot. And like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Why would I drop the money again? Even me, I bought PSVR 1. I was duped. At first, I liked it. After a few months, I was like, what is this for? And it literally sat in my closet for 4 or 5 years, unused. And now I've got, it's a piece of junk. What do I need this for? Seriously. Wait. And then, by the way, no PSVR 1 games work on it. You can only use PSVR 2 exclusive games on this thing. So you're starting a whole new library. Even if you had VR games you liked previously, you can't play them on this thing. It's just issue after issue after issue. Right? It's just stupid. How did Sony think this was going to be a good idea? It's dunce level thought. Who's in charge making the dumb decisions over there? Like, no, you tried VR. It did not do so well. Don't waste all this time and resource on it again. Stop this. Stop this vicious cycle of nonsense. I don't know, man. But anyway, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But Sony now, oh no, that story, completely, don't listen to that, completely false story. Like, I don't know, man. Sounds to me like it was true, but you're just trying to save face because you literally have so much money, right, wrapped up in this project that you're afraid that it's basically going to backfire on you, right? Like, oh, we put all this money and time into it, and now no one's going to buy the darn thing. Anyway, so that's all the game news. That was a lot of game news to cover, right? So originally I told you guys maybe we'd do some stuff for the Super Bowl. We're not going to have time for that today because we had so much game news to cover. Let's get to shout-outs. Our first shout-out of the day is from Guitar Player 1939. He did a super chat. He says, I'm really glad that I didn't buy Dead Space Remake. I hate to say it, but I do think, sadly, once again, we have a situation where all these reviewers who come out with their review, oh, it's a 9 out of 10, it's just bullshit. Listen, Dead Space Remake so far, for me, I like it. Don't get me wrong. But why do I really like it? Because it's Dead Space 1. I like Dead Space 1. Guess when I played Dead Space 1? 2008. The things that I like about Dead Space Remake are actually things that were present in the first game. You see what I'm saying? So far, the side content is underwhelming. Hasn't really added anything to the game at all, in my opinion. There's been a few new video cutscenes. Those have been nice. But the gameplay elements are exactly the same. Okay? The graphics are better. Okay, fair enough. So, do improved graphics and a few extra video cutscenes and a voice actor for Isaac equate to a $70 purchase? No. Right now, no. Now, I'm halfway through the game. We got 2 more major streams to finish it. Will that change? Maybe some of the things coming up will be different and groundbreaking and interesting for me. And I'll be like, okay, you know what? This is better. And therefore, I think, yes, it's worth it. Right now, I can't justify a $70 purchase for what I played yet. I just can't. Okay? We'll see. But again, I think we have another case where, gee, isn't it funny that a game like Callisto Protocol, that's not by a major studio, gets panned by everyone. But now we have a game that came out and it was by EA. Everyone kissed its ass. No mention of bugs, no mention of the shortcomings of the game either. Just kiss its butt, right? There you go. Okay. Thank you, Guitar Player, for the first super chat of the day. Now, I received a $20 tip this morning from Brett. What's going on, Brett? He says, Phil, I just want to thank you for creating a cool and cozy environment. I really enjoy your content and your community. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. And that's nice. Even though that happened before the stream went live, I'm still going to count it towards this stream.
I am counting that, of course, as him getting at least $15+ in tips, and that is a bingo diagonal line from top left to bottom right. We are 4 away from a full house, guys.
I really appreciate that, Brett. Thank you so much. First contribution of the day is a $20 tip from Brett. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you're enjoying the content and chilling with me on streams and the like. Thank you so much, Brett. Okay. Continuing on. I received a $1.50 tip. Listen to this. These people trying to cause drama. Now that Wings is blowing bubbles, do you fear he will steal your other trademarked rewards, such as the hat and vest goals, creating competition and attempting to steal your viewers and customers away from your business? Yes, I'm absolutely terrified that someone that looks nothing like me, acts nothing like me, and doesn't play the same games as me, doesn't even make the same content as me, is going to steal away my viewers. I'm very terrified. Let me tell you, I'm shocked. Because as we know, the only reason people ever came to my streams is to see me blow bubbles, put on a hat, and put on a vest. They were literally not here for anything else, right? Correct. So, I'm absolutely positively shocked, terrified, appalled, and very scared for the future. Wings is going to eat me alive in the content creation competition, platform. We all know he's an amazing dynamo of creativity and fun, and he's going to be taking away all of... Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't finish the statement without sneezing. Anyway. Now I'm going to blow my nose. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a wee bit toxic, Phil. A wee bit toxic. Phil took it a bit too far, I think, there. Just saying.
Oh my God. Whew. Okay, I don't care what Wings does on his streams. I don't give 2 shits. I'm not Wings. I'm not in competition with Wings. Wings can do whatever the hell he wants. More freedom to him. He could start feasting with the Wings. He could start that show, Feasting with Wings or Feasting with the Wings of Redemption. He could do, Wings Reacts. He could do anything he wants. He's down. Go ahead, do it. Wings of Redemption Super Bowl Saturday event, Wings of Redemption's Adpocalypse event, do whatever. I don't care. Let him do whatever he wants. Go for it. I don't feel that I'm in competition with Wings at all. Like I said, the kind of content I'm putting out versus what he's putting out seem to be dramatically different. We're definitely 2 different people making different kinds of stuff for different audiences. Is there some carryover? Maybe. I don't care. I'm not in competition with the man, and I'm not afraid, so he can do whatever he wants. Blow bubbles, feast away, wear vests and hats, whatever, gun or glasses, go for it. Okay. So, continuing on. Roadblocks re-upped their membership for 8 months. Thank you, Roadblocks, for that. And Minty Pigeon became a channel member this morning, and that is a new membership, so we actually went up one. Keep in mind, I did lower the members' goal to see if we could have a final rallying today and hit it, and actually do a React event in February. I don't know if we're going to rally and hit it today. Quite frankly, I don't think that we're going to, just being honest, but I'll at least leave it out there. Just in case people want to become a member, give memberships today. Okay, it's available. Now, I received... Hold on a second here. Okay. I received a $7.50 tip. Got confused because there's a bunch that came in all at once. I was wondering how YouTube ads affect your revenue as a full-time live streamer. I heard you talking about how ads are drying up. This time of the year can affect your income, but I thought you shifted away from doing YouTube ad revenue and affect...
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Aisha for super chat. It says, does he not get it's new tech that went into the game and the fight system from 2 was placed in 1 to add a new layer to the game, not reimagining? Phil is oblivious to these fucking things. You think Phil's going to pay attention to the goddamn specifics and the technical details? Get fucking real. Phil sees game, Phil plays game, Phil wants game to make him lots of money. If not, then game to blame. That is Phil's mentality in a fucking nutshell. Anyway, I just rewound it there to start the start of that fucking message that Phil's reading out.
I received a $7.50 tip. Got confused because there's a bunch that came in all at once. I was wondering how YouTube ads affect your revenue as a full-time live streamer. I heard you talking about how ads are drying up. This time of the year can affect your income, but I thought you shifted away from doing YouTube ad revenue and it affected you less. Is it a broad platform effect income on YouTube? It's confusing. Ad revenue affects me. All right, this is an anonymous tipper, by the way. $7.50 tipper. So let me get that. Let me play an animation, get it there. Ad revenue affects me. Here's the thing. This channel, DSP Gaming, has existed since 2010. We're 13 years running this channel, okay? So absolutely positively, I'm affected by, boy, I'm having a brain fart. My brain is like messing with me. Hold on a second. I'm affected by ad revenue. When I put any video up on my channel, ads run on it, and I make some money on it, okay? When I run a stream, usually there's ads at the beginning of the stream, and I take one major commercial break on my daytime stream. Those ads, I get paid for that, okay? That's some revenue. Is it an insanely huge, ginormous chunk of my overall revenue? No, but it's still significant, all right? If I were to lose all ad revenue, yes, it would hurt me. And yes, I'd basically have to try to find a way to make up for it, all right? But it's also not a make or break situation. And some examples of this, I was able to make, strong decisions. They're tough decisions, but they were interesting, where I said, hey, you know what? I am not going to put ads on a particular playthrough because I know this particular playthrough has licensed music. I'm going to leave the licensed music in it. That means that whole playthrough will be claimed by the music companies. But I think the playthrough would sound better with the real music in it than without it. So I'm going to actively make the choice to leave that music in, which means I get no ads on it, and I'm okay with that because I have so many videos on this channel, and I have so much content that I put out on a daily basis. I'm a very prolific content creator, that even if I lose out on ad revenue for a particular playthrough, all right, it's not going to end me.
Well, that's wrong though, because you're fucking using the fucking points of you having that music in the game. You push your audience every single time you fucking play these fucking games. But guys, by the way, these videos are going to get claimed by YouTube because of the music that you're going to be listening to. So please support me more than usual. Please make sure you tip me because I'm not going to get paid for these fucking videos. You said this over and over and over again. Or like the fucking GTA fucking definitive edition bullshit. All these fucking games you played, knowing you weren't going to fucking make money on these games because of the music in these games, you made sure your audience were fucking aware of this and you fucking tried to get them to fucking support you more than usual to make up for this fucking shortfall. I mean, it's completely disingenuous, Phil, to pretend you fucking just done this shit without fucking mentioning that to your goddamn audience. You tried to get your audience to fucking give you more than usual for some of these fucking streams because of that.
All right, but if I have an extended period of time where I'm not making any ad revenue, then yes, that's going to hurt me. For example, like I told you guys, concretely not this fall that passed, but the fall before, 2021, there was Guardians of the Galaxy, Forza Horizon, and the Grand Theft Auto remastered trilogy. And within a very, very small period of time, all those games released, and all of them were demonetized because they all had licensed music in them. That was also the time of the year when ad revenue was highest on YouTube. So at the time of the year when I should have been making added money, I made less. And there is absolutely nothing I could do about that because I made that choice. I mean, I paid for it. And it sucked. It absolutely positively set me back. A point where, man, I wish I was doing better. I didn't. And I was like, man, that would have been money that would have been useful and everything. But I made that decision. You see what I'm saying? Does it end everything? No, but it makes things tighter. Now, if I were to get no ad revenue whatsoever on YouTube for some reason, like the whole channel got demonetized, yeah, that would hurt me tons. Absolutely tons. Seriously, like, I would have to figure out a way to make up that, right? But it's not the end of the world either. This month, January, is always the slowest ad revenue month of the year. There's nothing you can do about it at all. It just happened, okay? So, you know, I have to put up with having a slower month and less income next month when I get paid by YouTube. And then I got to hope that in February that picks up. Traditionally, it usually does. You get an increase in February. And so over the months of, like, you know, March, April, you get better months when you get paid. So it kind of evens out sometimes. It all depends. But that's my goal, is overall to have that flexibility and not have, oh, this one playthrough is really the end of me or anything like that. But overall, do I need ad revenue? Yes, I do. Is it, and it used to be 100% of my business. I didn't have a Patreon. I didn't have any contributions on live streams. It was literally 100% ad revenue. And when that was the case, then yes, then even having a single playthrough demonetized, that hurt a lot. And that's why you hear a lot of YouTube content creators come out and say things publicly about being demonetized and how it hurts them. These guys are putting out, what, 1 video, 2 videos a day? So if they get demonetized on a video, that's half of their work for the day that got demonetized, and that's the only income they're making on that work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a little different. My business model is very different from a lot of other YouTubers, right? You know, but at the same time, no, I can't be extended periods of time with no income, no ad revenue at all from a playthrough. That would suck. Every once in a while, it's okay. You know, have a slow month like January. Okay, I'll get through it. But in general, you know, you got to hope for a better situation, you know. Take a look at this one. Not only was ad revenue low, but look at my members, right? We all those nice gifted members that I had over the fall also expired. So now it's a situation where memberships are lower and ad revenue is lower. I'm definitely going to have a tougher month next month. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can offset that with live contributions. Next month, we got the Super Bowl event. We got some new playthroughs coming out. I may be starting something new, as I just literally said on this podcast. I may be starting something new that maybe will bring in more interest and support. We'll see. But that's the point I'm making, is it has to all be kind of balanced out. And it's all about balance versus putting all your eggs in one basket. A lot of content creators put all their eggs in one basket, and then it backfires when they get demonetized. For me, it's not a huge deal to get a couple videos demonetized, you see? Thank you to Le Chat, who just became a channel member. I appreciate that, Le Chat. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Continuing on, another tip, a $5 tip has come in. And this is a troll, so I'm just going to ignore it, all right? I'm just going to ignore the moron. This is a troll. And we got a $2 tip from Anso Kamaru. There is no way on God's green earth Hi-Fi Rush would only be 6 hours long. I consider myself highly advanced level in rhythm games and DMC, which this game is a fusion of. I'm playing on hardest difficulty. There's no way journos beat it in 6 hours unless they pick the easy mode and didn't explore at all. Definitely plan to play the game longer than 6 hours. I'm definitely entering my game of the year list. Cool. Thank you, Anso Kamaru, for that. That's good to hear. You know, I wasn't saying that it had to be only a 6-hour game. I said that's what I was being told. So I'm happy to hear if the game is good, it's longer. 2 thumbs up, right? Also, shout out to Dark Maggot, who just re-upped his membership for a whopping 20 months at the super supporter level. He says, sup, Phil, hope everything is going good. Thank you. Dark Maggot, yes, things are going pretty good. I'm excited to jump back into Dead Space today. All right, guys. That's the show. We didn't have time to talk about the Super Bowl event today. Probably tomorrow. Just I thought we were going to have this much game news to discuss tomorrow, and that was a big segment of the show today. So tomorrow we'll probably delve into Amazon, right? We'll see what we can find on Amazon. You guys had great ideas yesterday, stuff to look for. And we'll probably do that tomorrow live on the show. My final podcast of the week. By the way, again, tomorrow, the launch of YouTube monetized shorts. Thanks so much. All right. Thank you all. Great podcast. I hope you guys are ready for some football, because in just a couple of weeks here, not even, it's time for the Super Bowl. All right, guys. See you later. I have to use the bathroom, and it's going to be a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize the camera here, and I actually am, in a rare turn, going to take an ad break, because I'm not going to be here for a few minutes, so it doesn't make sense for me to just mute the mic and you're sitting here for 10 minutes, all right? I got to use the bathroom. Nature calls, all right? So I'm going to take a brief ad break. It'll be a few minutes, and I'll be back, and we're going to resume Dead Space, all right? So don't go anywhere. I'll literally be back as soon as I can in just a few, and then we'll resume. Thanks. See you in a bit.
And now I can fast forward to try and get through this as quickly as fucking possible, because I'm behind by like 20 minutes or so. So, Nope.
Very nice.
Okay, he's back. Shut up, fuck up.
Jasper Kitty. Hey, everybody, I'm back, and we're about to get started, except Jasper Kitty has stolen my seat.
Oh,
Jasper
no.
Kitty, how could you? How could you steal the seat again? With his paws are all folded cutely here.
We can't see, Phil, you dumb moron.
Oh, don't try to bite me. All right.
Fucking hit him. Jasper, fuck him up.
He always steals my seat whenever I get up.
Why can't that fucking cat fuck this piggy up? One time, we might see this fucking cat just tear him a new one.
Yeah, he's like, now's my chance. Okay. Very nice. Anyway. Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, everyone. I know, I took a break. Like I said, nature call.
He literally just said friends. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Was it friends? I'm going to say it said friends. Hello, friends, I think. It probably wasn't friends, but fuck it. It's another bingo. I don't care. It's a double bingo, actually. Look, yeah, I'm calling it friends anyway. I think Phil meant, to be fair, there is somebody in Phil's chat called Fens the Spook. So Phil was probably saying hello, Fens. At the same time, I don't care. I fucking don't like Phil, and I'm going to pretend I just butchered the word friends. I'm going to just pretend he called his chat friends like he does sometimes and count it. So fuck it.
Everyone I know, I took a break. Like I said, nature calls. When nature calls, I got to answer. It made sense for me to do that. Now what we can do is we can have 2 uninterrupted hours of gameplay, and then we'll go on a short break, and then we'll have another hour of gameplay, okay? So just so you guys know, that's how it's going to work. I'm going to do 2 full hours here. Dark Magus is awesome. DSP and Jasper fan art. Props to the artist. Thumbs up. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool, right? I like it. I like that art a lot, for sure. Thank you to everyone who submits art in any way. Seriously. You guys are awesome. Everyone who submits artwork, who submits designs, who submits animations, you guys are the reason why this channel looks so darn good. I mean, let's be honest. The lighting behind me literally right now, which I'm going to change color now to match Dead Space. Fan submitted lighting, right? This webcam. Okay, I bought the ring light, right? But wait a minute. The ring light was suggested by a viewer. They sent me the link for it. So there you go. Thank you all. I appreciate that. So during the break, well, I, used the bathroom. I got another tip, a $7 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. I respectfully disagree with your take on E3. You sound like the movie theater Sooners, who said, since we can watch at home from streaming services, why use the theater? With video games as an interactive media, it honestly makes more sense to go to a public event and get an actual feel for the game or even hardware. As much as I would like to say to you, yes, I agree, I don't. You want to know why? I've been to E3. I've been there, 2012. And when I went to E3, I was incredibly underwhelmed with what I saw in person. Was it nice at first? Yeah, it was almost like your jaw drops in awe. You're like, oh my God, I'm actually here. I'm at E3. I made it. This is amazing. I'm here with the big boys. Okay? But then what ends up happening is you realize, well, I want to do a demo of this game. Okay, wait in line for 2 hours. Wait, what? Oh, I want to see a presentation for this game. Oh, okay. Here it is. It's at 4 p.m. So you line up, you go in there, you watch it, and you realize that same exact presentation was put online. Oh, remember the Watch Dogs? It was, the year that I went was 2012. Watch Dogs 1. We sat there, and we were part of the Watch Dogs presentation. The actual presentation we saw was identical to what you saw online the exact same time. There's literally almost no real advantage to playing the games in person. Did I play Resident Evil 6 in person? Sure I did. I played about 10 minutes of the Chris campaign. And I was like, okay, it's kind of interesting. It plays like Resident Evil 5 with a little bit of added elements. And that was it. And it was all atmosphere, smoke, and mirrors. I mean, yeah, they dressed up the whole booth to play it like a cave with a bunch of monsters and shit. And it, big deal. It didn't mean anything. The friggin', what was it? Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, right? This was the game that had Raiden as the main character. And it was the game that basically used swords. I waited in line, all right, a while to get into it. There was a big queue to even get into it. And when you got in there, they didn't explain anything. So they hand you the controller, here, play. I'm trying to play. I don't know how to play this. So I'm trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I played for like 15 minutes, didn't know what I was doing, and walked out like, that's E3 in a nutshell. And then, oh, did you hear there's a really cool preview of a game over here you want to see? Oh, that's not for you. What do you mean it's not for me? I'm at E3. Oh, no. Only very select journalists can get in that room to see that one. That's not for you. Wait, what? E3 sucks. It's not a good in-person experience. It was actually pretty much, no exaggeration, a waste of time. I learned more about the games at E3 by going to the hotel room and watching the online presentations than I did actually being there in person at E3.
I feel like we need to hear that one more fucking time. That's not for you. Oh, E3 sucks then. One more fucking time. We need to say, you guys need, not only do we need to see it, you guys need to see it. Look at Phil's face as he fucking tells us this.
As the main character, and it was the game that basically used swords. I waited in line, all right, a while to get into it. There was a big queue to even get into it. And when you got in there, they didn't explain anything. So they hand you the controller, here, play. I'm trying to play. I don't know how to play this. So I'm trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I played for like 15 minutes, didn't know what I was doing, and walked out like, that's E3 in a nutshell. And then, oh, did you hear there's a really cool preview of a game over here you want to see? Oh, that's not for you. What do you mean it's not for me? I'm at E3. Oh, no. Only very select journalists can get in that room to see that one. That's not for you. Wait, what? E3 sucks. It's not a good in-person.
It's so fucking funny. I can't get in this room. This fucking thing sucks then.
experience. It was actually pretty much, no exaggeration, a waste of time. I learned more about the games at E3 by going to the hotel room and watching the online presentations than I did actually being there in person at E3. No exaggeration. It was not a good experience at all. It was I felt like I wasted a lot of time and money going, and it was nice to go because I could say that I went, but I can definitely tell you I wouldn't even go again. Even if I was invited, I mean, I could go again if I wanted to. I know I could get a pass. I don't care. I don't want to go. You see? No, I have not enabled colored names on my channel. This is apparently something new YouTube is doing. I don't see it right now. I see everything normal. I don't see any new colors on the names that you guys are talking with right now. So I don't know. If you guys are seeing it, it's just something new. And yes, I believe it was Swaggin says that he can see it, and he's on his laptop, the desktop version. I don't see it. I'm gonna refresh right now. So I'm refreshing the stream. All the names are still gray. The only thing I can think of is to try to view the stream in another browser. Let me try this. Hold on. Here we are. And if I click on the stream, and it's going to play a stupid ad. Nope, even here, it's not showing any colors for me. So I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess they launched this, but it's not like wide, because some people are seeing the colors and others don't, and I can't see them. I legit cannot see the colors in the chat no matter what I do, so. Also, if this works anything like it did on Twitch, you should be able to select your own color eventually. Like, on Twitch, you'd be able to go into your settings and say, oh, I want my name to be this color or this color. That was a feature on Twitch. Now, I don't know if they're going to implement that on YouTube here or not. Okay, we'll have to see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get started. Okay? A few quick reminders as we begin. Reminder number 1. I'll be playing till 4 p.m. There will be a brief break, about 2 hours, but it'll be about 3 hours of gameplay. Reminder number 2, if you want to help out the stream, you can easily like the stream by giving it a like. That gives it engagement. That allows more people to find the stream. That's a really great way to help out. If you can like the stream, if we get 100 likes, I'll do a celebratory bubble below. All right, now, reminder number 3, today's the last day of January. That means it's our last day to hit the stretch goal for members of 500 members, and if we do that today, I'll be doing a special react event in February where I react to a documentary. I would love to do that, but let's see if we can rally and get some members. Right now, we need about 34 to hit the goal for the month. We could do that between today's stream here and also the Warzone stream tonight. If you want to become a member, renew a membership that's lapsed, maybe gift some memberships to the channel, all of that is greatly appreciated. Please consider it. Thanks in advance to anyone who might do that. And of course, last but not least, all other contributions are greatly appreciated. Super chats, super stickers, tips. That's all great. We have, rewards in place for tips at 50, 100, and 150 bucks. It'd be great to hit some of those reward goals. For example, maybe to see a hat. We didn't see a single hat yesterday. Maybe it'd be great to see a hat today on the Dead Space stream. All the different hats you could vote for, right? The silly ones.
We didn't see a single hat yesterday. The day was devoid of any hats being worn for Phil Burnell. I'm sorry every fucking time he feels the need to fucking remind that to people. No, never mind letting people know how fucking long it's been since you fucking wore a hat or a goddamn fucking vest. If they want to fucking give you money, they're going to give you fucking money. Stop fucking begging so fucking hard and just fucking woe is me. Guys, please feel sorry for me because I didn't get to wear a fucking hat yesterday. My head is a bit fucking cold. If only I had enough money and tips to wear a fucking hat to keep my poor little head warm in this cold, bleak January. Fuck the fuck off, Phil.
In advance for anything, and there you go. Thanks everyone. Let's now get into the game. Ready? Here we go. All right, ladies and gents.
Phil's now recording for YouTube. Sadly, we're 3 away from a full house, so that's the end of the bingo shenanigans. It was still a strong card. Surprisingly, he didn't say that being said. Usually he would say that because it's something he does not mind saying usually. But yeah, Phil didn't say that being said, or life. He didn't even do the prayer hands as far as I can fucking tell. So 2025, still a strong card, and it's what I'm saying. It's still quite a lot of things ticked off the board. But maybe tomorrow, Phil's day off. It wasn't a day off, so Phil's actually going to be here tomorrow doing bingo, surprisingly. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some more DSP bingo. Maybe that one will fucking give us a full house. Who fucking knows? We'll have to wait and fucking see. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate it. I'm going to refresh the stream just to see how Phil's doing. And fucking 5 or 10 minutes we're behind Phil. Let's see how he's doing. He's not gained a single fucking tip since he began recording for YouTube. Get it up, you? Yeah, wee dick. So yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining me. As I said, I do appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some more DSP bingo, which is strange for a Wednesday, I know, but it is what it fucking is. And yeah, thanks for keeping me right in the card. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you just in general being here. Oh, got 3 new notifications. What's all this about? Oh yeah, D-Dog made this. This was fucking great. Netflix founder star. Netflix live action One Piece series is coming in 2023. So yeah, fucking shout out to D-Dog for that. A lot of people like that. Yeah, that was a fucking good one, man. Jesus. But yeah, there fucking go. Anyway, so yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining me. And as I said once again, and yeah, I hope to catch you all for tomorrow for some more bingo. But until then, I'm going to end things. I always end things by playing you Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. So yeah, until tomorrow, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, how you want to spend it. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you all later. Until then, have a good one. See you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
He had an opportunity to make serious money to entertain you, and he wouldn't do it. But you're gonna still fucking give him money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Read.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.